Ooh, ooh, ooh. Got ourselves a big fat bold. Welcome ourselves back after another little break, but we back, ladies and gentlemen. But this time we got ourselves Ty, one of the brothers of the Backrow. He's back with us with a grand. He's been traveling the world, man. Well, at least States right now. We're gonna get to the world for Tyler, but he's been living the best life, hanging out with homies, and obviously we're gonna talk about some news and all that stuff. But Tyler, thank you for coming back on, brother of the Backrow.
You can't hear my side, but hello, thank you, welcome, or thank you for having me.
Ugh. Yeah, what are we smoking on for you today? I know you had Tea Express the past week.
Yeah, I am shit. It says something about Texas. It is a sativa, Texas Shoreline. So it's actually my first full roll of it. Earlier I had a little bit, but it still had some other indica grind in there. So
You said Texas Shoreline?
Texas Shoreline.
I like that.
Yep. I was gonna send it to the Yeet Seat because I know he's a Texas boy.
Shout out to ET, by the way.
Easily one of the best.
Yeah, for real. I cannot wait to go to his home turf, the Lone Star State, which I'm kind of half Texan myself. I used to be there a lot of my childhood, but I need to go back again, uh, especially for ET, and also because SeaWorld San Antonio cucked me with Texas Stingray, and I need to get that cred.
You linked up with him at Richmond, right?
Yes, yes. It's funny. It was almost a similar situation. So and it wasn't so with your friend Tyler 1 and Tyler 2. There was a friends, but this was actually just his siblings. So it was his brother and his wife.
Well, fun.
But it's similar in that aspect that they weren't necessarily enthusiastes, but they're there for the. But they actually had a pass, so I was like, okay.
Yeah.
If I would have went a little more after this year, probably would have saw him. Which I really wish I could have made it more to my home park this year, but this year was so busy.
How much time do we have left, bro? I'll go. I'll fucking drive. That's the other news for me. I got the new car. I got the traveling Honda hybrid Civic, baby.
We were talking about that, saying how that's all you really need. It's like you just need something to travel. It's gonna be easy to maintain, easy to service, and you can get that miles on. Yeah, it's perfect. So
I'm in love with this car.
So is it like a hybrid gas, or is it literally electric hybrid gas?
No, it's a standard, regenerative braking hybrid. So It has an electric motor, which has the kick-ass torque. Dude, this thing's the most powerful Civic. It's more powerful than previous SI models.
Oof.
It fucking 223 pounds of torque. That's instant because the electric motor. It kicks ass. I love it.
Thank you, Japan.
Yeah, dude. Handshake, Japan, please. Holy fuck, they got it going on. And this is coming from a die-hard muscle car fan.
I was gonna say, as a car fan, America doesn't really make cars anymore, and we just got rid of the muscle car completely as a class. Yeah. But as I'm growing up, I realized, hey, that family sedan's kind of nice. That shit kind of nice. Because I'm like, it saves me so much money. It's just more practical.
Everybody, dude, I got gas at 289. I got a little 9-gallon tank. I felt like a billionaire knowing I'm getting 450 miles out of that little thing.
Are you near a Wawa too?
Oh yeah, we got Wawa's galore.
Oh yeah, so yeah, you can get even less gas on that, or less for gas, if you use that card or whatever. Or the
I don't do that.
Oh shit! When I'm at Sheets or Wawa and do that, I saves a good amount of change. Yeah, no.
Yep.
But regardless, they need a Buc-ee's somewhere near Orlando. I guess Daytona is quote unquote near, hour and change. But I would love to just literally take a tops 30-minute drive right after my Universal trip, right after Disney, whatever, and go to fucking Buc-ee's. Oh shit, that would be amazing. As I stare at my Buc-ee's bottle opener. You know what's the issue though? I think they probably could have put it there, but Disney took up too much land. Because they are
Yeah.
kind of in like off, like they're never in a main city. They're like always next to a main city. So with it being in Daytona, even though it's quote unquote in Daytona, it's like it's not even close to really anything. It's kind of in its own place.
Me being a West Coast Floridian, I don't fuck with that over there.
Oh yeah, I'm
My
in and
only
out.
Buc-ee's is the one on the way out to I don't know, it's somewhere in North Georgia probably. Somewhere around Atlanta if I had to guess.
So yeah, considering that one of the biggest fighting game tournaments is they were in Orlando for a good bit, then they for cost cuts and then whatever they had, cost cuts, but I guess they're budget wise and they moved to Tampa or not Tampa, Daytona. Daytona is what it was. They're going back to Orlando because they found a venue that will work out better. But yeah, the people in Daytona, woof.
Yeah, I don't like
Be careful.
those people at all.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Now, if you're from Daytona and you're fine, you're listening to this, you're an exception. You probably already know the people in Daytona.
I probably don't like you if I'm being honest. So.
You're probably not listening to this, guys. To be honest, but maybe.
Yeah, that was my favorite part about some of that starting drama and people being like, "Oh my god," and like all people talking about amongst each other's talking about like, "Did you see what this clown said?" And I'm like, "Bro, I had literally 90% of all those idiots already blocked." So whenever people are flabbergasted by morons, I'm like, "Yeah, I already saw that coming."
Yeah. For me, I love seeing the chaos. So whatever there's like.
Oh.
I'm just like, plus I'm also just like, so whenever I'm really on Twitter, I'm like probably blasted, like, so
you are like an insanely good bystander to just stand there while baked, smiling at the situation.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm seeing both sides of it. I'm like, yeah, or it could just be funny and they're just taking it way too seriously, and people are essentially wasting their day over something that doesn't matter. Like it'll be like some makeup YouTuber or some shit, and it's trending on Twitter, and I'll just be like, I'll just look at it like after like late at night, after I'm done with the shift or whatever. I'm just like, okay, oh, wow, I have no clue what's going on. Did you know there's a Thomas the Tank Engine Twitter beef, bro? Like what the fuck? And I wish I was bullshitting about that, but like there was actually Thomas the Tank Engine Twitter beef, and like that's stuff you can just. The internet isn't real.
I'm trying to work. I'm trying to work on my how do you say, chronically online mental illness. So I've been doing my damnedest to keep my idle hands busy.
No, it's hard. I was the same way, but then like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like there was a shift. I don't know. I feel like once I realize the people you meet in real life, like, because literally with like y'all, like, talking to y'all and hanging with y'all, we never even met before. We saw each other online, whatever. But that's online, it's like it's not real. It's like this veil, like this weird, almost like social veil. Then you meet them in person, just talk for like a few minutes. Oh, cool, whatever. Oh wow. Oh, yeah. I had you blocked.
Oh yeah, been there. Been there. Who I did also do a recent muting as well, but yeah.
Yeah, but in general, yeah, it's great to have you back, man. It's great to have you back. We're gonna talk about your little ventures that have been happening on, because for me, I just played D&D in front of a lake, which was actually very nice, to be honest. It's a nice D&D splurge, because we're normally bi-weekly or sometimes monthly at this point, so.
I wish my brother was on. He would love to chat about that with you, because he is one of those people.
One of those people. Those people. What is that?
Nerd.
Oh shit! Nah.
No, we're all nerds in this community, right? In our own.
Literally, and everyone is a nerd in their own way. Like.
Yep. We all got our different flavors.
Speaking of which, I need to hear you nerd out about this. The best food in.
Okay. You've been hyping me up about that. Yeah, so I went to San Francisco, which was crazy because all the homeless people everywhere, right, and all the violent drug users and poop on the street. So it's so gross. This is a joke, dude. It was like the most beautiful city. Oh yeah, rip it down, brother. It was a beautiful city. Saw everything. Went to the redwoods. Saw trees taller than roller coasters, which is insane. Saw a 2,600-year-old tree. The smell of the redwoods was easily the most beautiful and refreshing thing I've ever done. Then we took some scenic way to some Bodega Bluffs, which is like a
Ooh.
cliffside park, which was
So,
insane.
real quick, you said the smell.
Oh yeah.
So, can you kind of go over, like, I didn't even know. Like, so,
Well,
I kind of know there's a smell of nature because obviously I'm in
yeah,
Woodland, Northern Virginia,
yeah,
but
yeah. I was gonna say Virginia's got a lot of good stuff.
maybe I'm
But
nose blanks. I'm like, I'll
yeah,
smell the changes of season for sure. Like, I know right now when I walk out, even middle of August, I was like, it's fall. I can smell the fall.
hmm
You can like smell
yes.
the leaves changing, them slowly, getting rid of their leaves, turning orange, and then that cold, frigid smell. Oh, you can smell
Yeah.
snow. This might sound crazy to
Well,
some people. You can
as a Floridian, yes.
you can smell when it's up there. It's not falling, or it's gonna be up north. Yeah, summer. It smells like barbecues. So that's not
Mm.
necessarily the trees or anything, but spring is pollen. Just which
Well,
sucks.
the redwoods smelled just so fresh. It felt like
Fresh.
just like a real pine. The air was just
Ooh,
it was wonderful. I was on like that vacation cloud nine vibe though.
nice. Yeah.
Completely sober by the way, except for a latte if you count caffeine.
Yeah,
And we
I'll
did
count caffeine.
yeah, we did the hardest, most uphill hike he knew, and we crushed it, and then ate some sandwiches. That was great. But yeah, no, San Francisco's great, dude. Obviously super vegan friendly around every corner, and we went to a high end reservation only sushi spot, completely vegan. Um, and the flavors are so insane. My buddy's not a vegan. He has been before, and he loves food regardless, so he's definitely cool to go with because he doesn't care.
Right.
Um, actually, one of the reasons why he's a little bit restrictive is because his wife has a cashew slash nut allergy situation thing.
Mm.
So a lot like actually the first night we made pizzas, and I got some fucking cheese spread that was a cashew, and so we had to make sure there was no cross contamination in the pizza oven. It was really cool. He's a kick-ass chef too. Like
That's awesome.
I'm talking like real crust that like he made. Like he's a fucking nerd, like scientist guy. So he loves bakings and that stuff because he'll experiment with like he's like, oh, this X amount of this whatever makes it rise a little bit more. It's awesome. He's a great host.
Yeah, I always thought
So
those two go hand in hand. Like I always thought if you're a scientist or you're someone that's good with like literally, engineer or literally a
which is
scientist,
him.
it
Yeah.
goes into bake because you're doing the same things. You're just changing. Like so it's obviously at an easy,
Yeah.
slightly easier skill, but it depends how complex you make cooking. Right? You can make cooking. There's a
Yeah.
reason why there's Michelin star restaurants and everything.
Yep. Yeah. There's
So
sciences to things. So, which dude, that sushi place was man.
but so there needs to be a
We
coastal
we
cookout.
we lived at large. I think we spent $120 on specialty rolls between the two of
Ooh.
us, and he is a boss and a gentleman, so he paid for it. Our little bro date. I loved it. Which I was like, dude, that's too much. I don't want you to do that. And he's like, don't worry about it. Again, he's a robotics engineer that lives and works in San Francisco.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, who bought one of my plane tickets, so I only had to spend like $310 or some
You just
shit. It
wanted
was a
to hang
great
with
deal.
the homie. Like
Dude, we haven't seen each other in 6 years.
oh man.
And he's my literally best friend since the day, my oldest memory. So, and it was like nothing ever happened, like immediately right back to it,
Right.
one of those kind of friends.
So
It's
cool,
always
man.
like that if we go a few years. Yeah, we're getting old, but no coasters, but a lot of walking adventure, a lot of good beer. Got magic mushrooms from a dude on in High Park, smoking weed.
wait,
Just
wait.
walked up.
So a random guy just walked up and
Yeah, he's like known there as the mushroom man, and he just like walks around.
wait,
He's a
this.
hustler, bro. He just walks around and he's like edibles, pre-rolls, magic mushrooms, chocolate covered mushrooms, like kind of like at groups that look like they're smoking pot.
Oof, see, I'm
And
saying
yeah,
in
just like
public.
just like that, I said magic mushrooms. He goes, yeah, bro. Hands me a fucking menu with his Venmo on it.
Bro, I'd be like, okay, for me, if I'm gonna try shrooms again, I can't be in public until I get used to.
Oh,
Cause just handing out and just doing a shroom in public, holy shit.
no, I didn't. I took him home. I've never done shrooms, so I brought him home. I'm
Okay, oh, how was that experience?
bringing him home.
Oh, well, no, have you done them yet? Have you
Yeah.
ate?
Oh yeah, I did it. I did it. I think I microdosed it over like
Mm-hmm.
2 days. Like I kind of didn't fuck with it too much, and like every now and again when I take a slightly, because I got a chocolate. Every now and
Right.
again when I'd have a bigger piece, I just kind of got like violently high, but I couldn't really tell about hallucinogenic effects. Um, and I would get a little sick, so I was like afraid to take more to like actually get there.
Right.
Because like every now and again I would see the shimmers, like I'd be reading the menu. Like I went to a Mexican restaurant after microdosing it, and like we're reading the menu, which I didn't need because I know my order there, and it's like I was like hell yeah.
Yeah, they say
But
they've tapped with other cannabinoids and stuff too. Like,
yeah, well obviously I've been was smoking the entire time.
but obviously that's a technically it's a poison, but
Hell yeah,
that's why
I
it's
love me
a
some poison
hallucinogenic.
stock. Let me lick that toad, you know. But yeah, San Francisco, the food was insane. Loved it. Great time. Loved my bro.
That's what's up.
And then I did. Then we went to Orlando. I went to Orlando for 3 days. Um, Universal, not necessarily Orlando, but Universal for 3 days.
No, I mean
First time back on Velocicoaster.
that's just like
So,
yeah, like everything you're saying right now is just making me happy. I'm just thinking of everything walking through the main gate, port
yeah,
of entry, seeing
yeah,
Velocicoaster over the lagoon,
yeah,
seeing Hulk. Like, oh
yeah,
my god, I love islands, but yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
So I met up with a friend, and his wife, both of which had never been on Hagrid's.
mm,
So I got to enjoy new Hagrid's Riders experiences, which I won't spoil it. So that very exciting part. So fun to be with new riders.
oh yes.
Yeah, the parks are perfect, man. I love ET. I rode that 3 fucking times. Rode it every day. I think I got the first ride of the day on ET, which was pretty sick.
Wait, how many times did you ride ET?
3 times.
Oh, Alex, like he loves ET. I
Yeah,
think
you
he
got you.
says it's the best in the park for him, like best in the resort. I'm like,
It's the
okay.
best fucking queue. It's like such a good overall experience with that queue. Also, mind you, I was there, and the longest I waited was 50 minutes for Hagrid's. So that tells you crowd levels.
That's what I was trying to tell people. I'm like, people
Yeah.
will have this conception that Universal is always slam, which honestly might maybe after Epic Universe it might be, but
Yeah, the
at least
first
for a
two
bit.
years it will be. The first 2 years.
But
But those first 2 years, Universal will be empty because everybody's going to be at Epic.
well, no, that's I was thinking there's two theories that people have thrown around. It's like one, yeah, Universal side like with Islands and Universal Studios, they're gonna be just basically like 30% like less crowds overall. Like people are just gonna be so focused on Epic Universe. But in my opinion, they're gonna try to sell packages. And a lot of families are gonna buy those to make because it's gonna be more viable when you do buy those packages and just spend a week there or whatever. Because now you're basically gonna have to. You can't spend a week, like 5 days, at Universal now with Epic Universe, which is kind of cool to think
Dude,
about.
I
But
could have I could have done I could have done everything and more in the first 2 days if I actually stayed longer. I had a
right,
nice resort, so I went
mm.
back to the resort. I had a
Which
free
resort you
happy
stay
hour
at?
drinks. Dude, it was just some random Hilton one. But it was
Really?
it was nice. I got it through my booking.com. Shout out. I used their rewards thing and stuff, so it's kicked ass. And there's fucking roller coaster art in the rooms.
Wait, what do you mean there are roller coasters in the rooms? There are like
There's roller
models.
there's roller coaster art.
Oh
Like
wow.
and some of which I think I have all the pictures. So I'll post them or share them with you. So you can't really identify all of them. It's pretty cool.
Man, that's an unkept thing. I mean, I've always seen roller coasters as art anyway.
Oh yeah, absolutely they are.
I mean, no matter how people feel about Orion, you know how my take is on Orion. Hey, that coaster is fucking gorgeous. Like you're looking at it, every aspect, and I'm like, that is, that's gorgeous. These twister, these twister, like literally coils of track and steel. That is art. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Outside of Nitro's paint scheme, you really don't see many ugly roller coasters. I kind of think they all are pieces of art and beautiful.
I mean, shit. There's a reason why Instagram posts will leave outside of just the coaster community. It would be like hundreds of thousands of posts, sometimes millions, because it's just a pretty ass looking, it's a cool ass thing.
Hmm.
Like, I've always thought that, but what would you say was the prettiest off the top of your head if you were to choose?
Oh, it's got to be Kumba, dude. Come on.
Kumba is okay. Kumba is really,
Beautiful.
really,
It's
really
it's with me being my age and my history, it's like that's just it's in my number zero roller coaster for a whole bunch of fucking reasons. And I also think not only is it my number zero, it's also an insanely good coaster.
man. I love Kumba. I still have it over
Hmm.
Montu. I've always had it over Montu,
Yep.
and
The airtime is just next level. You're a leaner guy, so you get some room in there. You're flying, dude.
it's just like you don't get positives like that on B&Ms or coasters in general. You don't get
Yeah.
positives like that anymore.
That's why I hate the concept of like all the new high end, high speed, quick access turns need to be single rail or two across seating. When I think look at Hulk too, how it takes some of those inversions at its speed.
Yeah.
Like just you could do four across. Just fuck it, go for it. Like imagine a more intense, bigger pipeline.
Hmm. Four across on pipeline.
Maybe that's a bad example. I'm just think about just like a new age. Essentially, think
Mm-hmm.
about like an Intamin high speed cool layout or an RMC style layout, but
Oh.
slightly more drawn out with just fucking B and M's, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I think that at that point B&M is more so thinking of because they're known for their reliability, their uptime, their ease of work. You know, to work with operator to the manufacturer. I think if they try, that's the one thing they realize is that going really balls to the wall, and especially trying to do something new, you, it's like you're basically making more chances for there to be like fatigue on trains, fatigue on supports, fatigue on like all these random things because you're just doing something that isn't just I guess they've done how many dive loops, how many elements, how many zero G rolls, and
Yeah, but
but they
exactly.
switch it
So just
up
do
and
it to a newer scale. Like roller coasters have evolved. It's not just about doing that
right,
zero G.
but they're slowly
Do
doing.
some do some incredible off-axis airtime hills like RMCs
They're
and
slowly doing that. Like they're
yeah, for
having
sure.
twisted airtime. Like Canamonium has it. El Ryan.
Oh,
They're
can
adding one
I
on Rapterra. What's up?
can I go back to Universal real quick?
Oh, go ahead.
Speaking of good elements, not necessarily airtime, but cool of effects is Rip Red Rocket, bro. Is that what it's called? Hollywood Rip
Dude,
Red Rocket?
so it's a top five, like smacked right. I'm just saying,
What's that mean?
like when you are there on that ride, and you're plastered, like you're high as
Uh,
hell. That ride is multiply. It is just so much better, especially when you put on Rainbow Connection.
I put on Kendrick Lamar and
Wait,
I had a great fucking ride on that ride, dude. My nuts got slapped into the high heavens hitting coming off the airtime hill,
I'm about to
right?
say the front is where you need to
Slam.
sit. People try to ride it in the
Um,
back, and I was like the front.
I, w- I don't think I had a great airtime seat, but I had a greatly like my ride was glass smooth, and I thought that coaster kicked ass.
No,
It
even
was
though
I
you,
was back car front row.
even though you are the brother, one half. Oh, your brother's the back row here. The front is really really good. Right.
But because you hit the when you hit the
The airtime hills, they're just
brakes, yeah.
you're actually flying into them.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah, I know. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I still have my pass, so I'll probably try to get some more rides on that because that thing was like a fucking beauty. Also, probably besides Hagrid's, the longest I waited. Walked on to Velocicoaster's queue on the first day. Got all the way to the queue line, so I waited 3 or 4 trains for the front row because how often do you get to walk on and
yeah,
do that? So I was like, fuck it. And then rest of the time I got row 11 and 12, probably like 10 times.
yeah. When you go in the morning
So
too, did you have early injury?
no, but it was just dead. I just
Oh
got
wow.
there when I got there. I mean, I got there early. I got there first hour of opening most both days, the first 2 days.
No, I do think a lot of. Uh, I'm assuming when you went, a lot of people were, or a lot of kids were back to school. A lot of families like, all right,
Yeah,
focus on.
only Friday had which Jen was there, by the way. That
Oh
was
wow!
cool.
Shout out to
But
Jen.
but yeah, only Friday were the actual like kids groups. So it was like super fun. Front row of Hulk, walked on to Hulk too as well, all the way to the station. So I waited like 3 trains for front row. God damn, Hulk is so fucking good.
Hulk is amazing. It's
Holy shit. I think I need to relook at my rankings because Hulk's gonna be shooting its way up there, man. Um
Hulk's almost in my top 15.
Dude, the way it goes back around the fucking launch tube is so fucking cool. Like off of that huge inversion, it goes up and then like fuck, just does its elements still high speed because it never goes that low. I don't know, it's fucking sick.
I love it. It's so good.
Yeah,
Like the
yup,
soundtrack, the
yup.
roar, the theme. Because I'm also a comic book nerd, so it's like
Oh yeah, absolutely.
it's just
Yeah.
perfect. Now I will
Hmm.
say that I love because I always write single rider because you just get on so fast. But
Yeah, I mean that day you wouldn't have needed to, but
oh yeah, wow, that dead.
yeah, no,
Let's go.
especially you wouldn't have had to go back to your locker, like if you just like left your shit in the locker for a few extra rides. Dude, I'm telling you, station wait. Oh,
Man, that's a perfect time to go.
yeah, it was pretty fucking fun. So I got my favorite ride, Mummy. Love that fucking coaster. Um, Absolutely one of the best indoors.
Oh,
And oh, you
Mummy,
know what?
Premier's best, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Oh, easily. Yeah, absolutely. I got a fun ride on Gringotts too. I was blasted though, um, but I got a good ride on Gringotts, and I don't like that roller coaster. But
Uh, it's cute.
yeah,
I like the
it's
theming and everything around it, you know. But like,
oh yeah, going through that queue is insane. People are like, is this real? Like, what the fuck? The goblins. Also, if it seems like they're super like anti-Semitic and like implying they're Jewish, but J.K. Rowling's a piece of shit.
uh, I mean, yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, I think she is, if I remember correctly. But
Yeah,
don't quote me, anyone.
good quote, man.
I just know that she generally is not.
She's a terrible person.
Yeah, yeah, a good
You could quote me.
and she's not necessarily known for being kind to other people in general. So
Yeah,
that's
and the movies like race swapped certain characters randomly. Yeah, she sucks.
man. You know what doesn't suck is
Universal Islands Adventure doesn't have a bad ride, bro. Besides Kong, which whatever. Dude, have you been on Trolley in the Sky?
yes,
Okay, so that
yes.
always has a line. That's how you know the day was slow. So Green Eggs and Ham has vegan tater tots, the vegan pizza tots.
Really?
Yeah, so hit that shit up. And I waited forever for those, probably 20 fucking minutes, and walked on a trolley in the sky. And that was the first time I've been on that. Unless I went when I was a little kid, but I don't remember. I was mostly still badass by the time I first went to Islands. When it opened, I was large enough for most kick-ass things. and busy writing Spider-Man opening year.
Spider-Man is. I love Spider-Man. So good.
Dude, it goes so hard.
Now I do wish there was more set pieces like Spider-Man and Transformers.
Transformers, yeah, I've
But
had yeah,
I like
it's
how
definitely
aggressive
more
it is.
screen transitioning.
Like I do like how aggressive it is though.
Yeah, it's so aggressive in an overly Michael Bay aggressive kind of way though. So, which is why I don't like it because it's just action for action's sake. So you're like, wow, it is insanely nonstop. But like you said, it needs more set pieces like Spider-Man and Hogwarts
And the
Red.
ones they have, it's cool. Like you, like literally at the end, you're going underneath Megatron's like dying, like
Yeah, love it with the
corpse.
Allspark in them.
Yeah, and it's like it's a big set piece. Um, I'm really excited to see what they do with Epic Universe, obviously in that aspect.
Are they doing a Spider-Man type of ride?
Uh, I don't know, but just everything we've seen with the teasing of their dark rides, the Dark Universe, Ministry of Magic,
Dude,
like
I'm trying to avoid anything about Ministry of Magic. I want to go in so fucking blind.
is that your most excited land? What is your most excited for Epic Universe? Like Portal, if you were to choose. What's
Dude,
all of them now?
I'm
Trying to
kind of,
think.
I think I typed it on Twitter with a couple of guys. It was a good little thread, but I think I'm most excited for obviously Stardust or Starfall, whatever. But Donkey Kong looks so fucking cool. Donkey Kong Coaster. I grew up, I don't know how many hours I have playing that frustrating game back when Nintendo was so unforgiving and I was a youthful child on
Shit,
my
everything.
Super NES.
So speaking on that, like at that we were at the lake house we were at. We were actually playing so many retro games because theirs is like Fire Stick that was jailbroken that basically
Yeah,
let
hell yeah.
us just had like 20,000 games from like arcades all the way up to like I want to say it was like this Japanese portable, basically like just underneath Dreamcast. It was like SNES.
Oh yeah. Oh, so you had N64 too.
Yeah, yeah. So
Hell yeah.
we were playing like all these arcade like side scrollers like, and we were just like games are not like we loved it. And we kind of missed it because like games are not like this nowadays. Like they did not hold your hand, they did not tell you shit.
Yeah,
You
no,
just
fuck
said
that.
go and learn, and
Well,
you'll get it eventually, right? But that shit.
and you like arcade and fighters, obviously.
And that's the one
So
reason why
did
I love
you?
fighting games. Is like I still have
So
that
did
feeling.
you? So did you play growing up at all, or on any of these reboots? Sunset Riders.
No.
Oh man,
Should
my local skate world. Again, I'm a early. I mean, I was born in '90, so I'm a true '90s baby, and literally just got dropped off of the old skate world in the old neighborhood, and Friday and Saturday nights, most summer days we could go there and just, that or
That's
Busch
so sick.
Gardens. It was like free fucking safe daycare essentially. While the parents would, run chores in the neighborhood nearby.
Wow. Like, so I'm trying to think. There's this one game.
Sunset Riders kicked ass though, dude. Along with Battletoads, we had Battletoads at my skate
That's what
world.
my friend was playing. We were playing Battletoads. He's like,
Dude,
this is
Battletoads is
exactly what
fucking
was
awesome.
on my, because he had it on his Game Boy Color at the time.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But now, yeah, like he was able to play it there, and it was just very cool for him to like reload that. Yeah, so Iron Horse was what I was playing. That's why I thought it was very similar. I thought we did play, but no. That game was so fucking hard. But the funny thing is, both of these were released by Konami. So
Who
yeah,
made Metal Slug?
I want to say Konami, but who
Yeah,
made?
that's what I liked.
We should have theme park stories talking about Metal Slug because he's in that retro. He knows about retro games. He's all about that vibe.
I love the Metal Slug.
Yeah, Metal Slug. I actually played. I played a lot of 3 though. That was the one I grew up on.
Mm. My brother ended up having one in his college house, so I used to just illegally drive as like a 15-year-old
Jesus
and
Christ.
16-year-old with a fucking Kia Sophia with no back seats. I had a beanbag in there. I stripped out the interior, had no door panels. It was insane. And I used to go drive over and hang out with Jordan and play Metal Slug in his dorm room.
Man, that's the vibe.
Yeah, we had a good upbringing. We got pretty close around those years when I started to mature and he stopped seeing you as a dipshit.
You see, yeah, I don't have an actual blood brother, but my
Yeah, especially bro.
oldest nephew. My oldest nephew is basically a brother of mine because he's been around like that my whole life.
Yeah, I mean, are you
And
close with cousins?
not as a we used to, and that's the thing. It's like I feel like a lot of times family will be closer in that aspect. Cousins or brothers and stuff, or siblings at least,
Yeah.
they'll be closer growing up, and then as soon as they grow up, it's like I'll see a good 50-50 split sometimes, and I could be wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
but
families do even do that in their immediate family as you
right,
grow up. So. Luckily, that's what where the blessing is of how me and Jordan remain close and obviously still great friends.
mm-hmm. Yeah, but we just gotta talk about these portals. So, Ministry of Magic, Super Nintendo World, Alaberk, Dark Universe, or Celestial Park?
Honestly, I'm only not excited about Isle of Burke, but their stuff there does sound sick. Right? Like the flying dragon. I heard
But how to train
you
her?
and who was that? Alex was on?
Yeah, bruh.
Yeah, talking about the flying fucking robot.
But I guess the show looks cool too. I mean, but I kind of get you. But I feel like they could have been a tad bit. I hate to say that because there's so much going into this, but like a tad bit more to How to Train a Dragon. I'm still excited. At the same time, it's not. I don't think this is for my demographic. However, Dark Universe, Ministry of Magic, yeah, that's probably even. I'm not even necessarily a Harry Potter fan, but I loved what they've done with the lands. I love going through Hogsmeade. I love going through Diagon Valley. I don't know if the dragon was broke when I was last there. Oh crap! I'm messing you up here. I'm clicking on the thing you don't want to look at.
Oh, Diagon Alley's perfect, dude.
But let's look at Super Nintendo World.
Mm.
So, because we got Epic Universe is getting the biggest one of the Super Nintendo Worlds because they have the most space, obviously. But it's getting a Super Nintendo World and a Super Mario Land and a Donkey Kong Country, which is dope. I'm hoping that you get, because I know when I look at videos when Super Nintendo World first came out, and even seeing like updates and stuff, like I hope you have interactive games in Donkey Kong Country as well, along with Super Mario Land, but they're different. I hope you don't do things in Donkey Kong Country that can go here, but also at the same time, why not? But I hope they have different end games, because I know Super Mario Land is taking down Bowser Jr. or something, and what could you do with this? There's a few of his characters you can bring in. Let's look up DK's classic villains.
King K. Rool, dog.
I was going to say, find out King K. Rool. I mean, that's probably who it's going to be. I can't think of a more iconic one than that.
Yeah. Hey, what does it say about me as a Smash Bros. Guy that I like him?
Then you like goofy play, and you like the big power plays.
I do love big heavies, bro. Give me them chunky fucking dudes, dude. I fucking love it.
Yeah, he's like the main villain. There's no other one that's truly has the same level. I thought he had other villains though.
Isn't Mario technically a villain to Donkey Kong?
I guess, but they retconned it obviously over the years. But at the same time, Nintendo's logic with story really does not matter. So yeah, it has to be K. Rool. You fight down K. Rool. That'd be cool. Get enough golden bananas. Get an essay and more. But I'm excited for that. It's been 40 minutes, and we haven't talked about news. Man, this is the high rollers. Now, I feel like fuck it. If y'all here for the vibe. So I'm gonna go through this quick. because they basically lined it up here for. Thank you, Mr. Simside, by the way, for doing this. But this is just a quick rundown. This was a while ago, about 2-3 weeks ago, unfortunately, y'all. But this is cool stuff that was observed. People have been able to play Planet Coaster 2 at Gamescom as well. The game's looking great, looking smoother, looking prettier now that they have different builds out. You can tell that they're definitely trying to have this game come out with the polish that, we've been missing in a lot of games the past few years. And so we don't have people just wait on a buy. They want us to buy it on release because it's going to work. But water coasters will have turntables, which we got more confirmation. Switch tracks, stuff is going to be in the game. Water and electricity will have underground pipes, like city skylines. Seasons, paths are amazing. Go look at that deep dive for that. You can attach items to paths and bins while you're placing them. All this volumetric water, 3 different pool depths, staff ride assignments. I like that. I'm glad they still have that. And I'm assuming that you're going to be able to have more than one operator working on a ride. I don't know if they're going to be doing it themselves, but that's freaking cool. Let's go with these updates. Keep it up, Frontier. You can have one of the best. It's probably gonna be the best theme park simulator when it's done. But we got some memes here. It's kind of memes. It's kind of fun. But man charged because apparently he left his children unattended to ride roller coasters at Cedar Point.
Yeah, that'd be me.
I feel like this would be quite a few enthusiasts, to be honest. So I'm just like, I had to throw it in here. According to Sandusky Police, August 17th, a woman found a young child near Magnum XL playing in the dirt alone. She and the child were then walking towards the corkscrew when they came across a wagon with another unattended child sitting inside. The woman waited 20 minutes until the father returned. And then she told the police the daughter were in line for corkscrew while they were gone. He left his 8-year-old daughter to watch over his 2- and 4-year-old daughter.
Holy shit.
Daughters arrived at Cedar Point at 1:30. He left the children unattended multiple times while he rode 3 rides.
I wonder if he got that fucking magic seat.
Probably did. Shit. He has to be an enthusiast, this guy doing this. Hey, look, Magnum's in the back right there. I love Magnum so much. Magnum's so good. Magnum. Too bad. I wish Cedar Point was better ran as a park, but Magnum. Yes.
Yeah. It's a shame.
But where's the? Where are we here? Okay, so. But yeah, guys, don't leave your children to ride coasters unattended.
Yeah, that's dummy.
Honestly, I didn't read that. I thought it was gonna be so much worse. I thought it was gonna he left them in the car or some shit.
Oh Jesus, that's dead kids.
Yeah, I'm just like, but no, he literally brought them in the park and was like, yeah, you guys do your own thing, but they're way too young to be doing that. 8? Yeah, watching over 2 and a 4-year-old like that? Nah. No, you gotta have some better judgment about that, sir. Hopefully they're okay, and hopefully he has learned from his actions. Hopefully, we can assume. But look at this Intamin track at the other Hollywood or other Universal over in Hollywood.
That ride's gonna slap.
Oh, it's going to slap so hard, bro.
It will never open because it's an Intamin, but
okay, Intamin's open generally on time, but it's
if you had to guess which was the coaster, the only one that broke down while I was in line for over the 3 days, which one would you guess?
Okay, at Universal when you were
at either or of the parks at the resort.
Velocicoaster probably.
Nope.
Hagrid. Sorry.
Hagrid's.
Okay,
Hagrid's.
but that is one of the
most... the other Intamin. Womp womp.
Okay, but I will say that was a wrong take by me because I'll look at queue times and that ride is so fucking reliable. It's kind of insane. For it to be 365.
Yeah, their ops are the best.
And that's one thing. I will say, and so people understand me when I say this. I need operators to yell at me like how Universal yells at me. They're not yelling at you. They're just getting you in order to be like, all right, let's go. Let's have some fun. But you need to be, if you want to do that, let's be efficient. They're all right, how many? All right, roll 5. Go here. Go.
Yeah.
I love it. And obviously the regional park from resort. obviously there's gonna be a difference. But God, do I love being bossed around that
But
universe.
I feel like they're very human about it as
Oh
well.
yeah,
Because outside of the moving queueways, every time I go up to Velocicoaster, hey man, could I get row 12? And
exactly,
I know I'm next to be assigned to row 7, 8, 9, or whatever, but they go row 12. You know,
exactly.
it's just a human being interacting with a human being. You know, I don't act entitled. I'm polite. I say, hey, do you mind, man? You know.
Yeah, because
So
basically that's all I'll do. Because if I know I can get a lot of laps, I'm not worried about it. Whatever. If it's, I'll try to get them before the last rides because I'll know they'll literally say over the intercom and bust everyone's balls and be like, unfortunately, to get everyone out of here, we're not gonna do any more ride requests. And it's like, yeah, I get it, I get it. But yeah, I'll definitely do it up to that point because yeah, they're so accommodating in that aspect.
dude,
Um,
I need to do a fucking marathon day with you because I know you've got crazy endurance. So
yeah, I think it's because I grew up riding 305. I generally, eh,
yeah,
if you grew up riding
I've
305,
aged.
I'm wondering when that's going to hit for me. I'm kind of afraid. Like, is it gonna hit like a wall? Or am I just gonna go back one season and be like, oh god, like
Nah, you just have to prep for it. And obviously, Florida being Florida, it's so damn hot. So
I'm like you're swimming, just walking, you're just underwater in Florida at all times. What are you talking about? You can breathe underwater, bro.
yeah, it's bad. Dude, I've got a fucking whole ass swamp right now in my front yard. All the recent rains, it's been terrible. All right, next news.
Um,
What do we got?
yeah. What do we have here?
You have the Intamin post.
Oh,
Scorpion rip.
so did you get to make it out? I know Jordan did.
No, not the last day. I was working on Sunday, but I mean, obviously, I ride it every time I go.
Man, so I'm gonna have to make a Schwarzkopf and Planet Coaster in their honor. Because yeah, shout out to Scorpion.
I love that.
Because that was literally one of the rides that got me, to understand, loops and stuff ain't that bad. It's actually quite fun, and it got me into it. One of the first rides I've rode out of state, and honestly, why I felt obliged, even though I was scared of shit back then, because so my parents took me here. We were out of state. We were going to. Oh, I'm like, I gotta ride these rides. So, but thank you, Scorpion, for being the ride to really help me fit into this hobby early on. Right, like.
Yep. I think it got so many people into loops and
Mm-hmm.
big boy coasters.
I always considered it the southern super duper looper in that aspect.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
exactly. Me being regional here, it's like
yeah,
the like hugely influential. And yeah, Super Duper Looper is a perfect fucking roller coaster too. Slightly more family oriented than I would say Scorpion
oh
is,
yeah, obviously, because after the loop you're meandering through the woods, but
which is thick as hell though.
man, there's sometimes I want to pull out a chocolate bar or something, just in the middle of the ride. Um, I think we are talking about that though later. Oh yeah, so it's been so long that they finally confirmed that Top Thrill 2 is not opening. So you've all probably heard it from weeks ago now. You're probably like, oh, why are you bringing this up? We're late to the party. Sorry.
Nobody's surprised either.
But yeah, but to be honest, since like June, end of June, I was like, all right, it's not gonna be opening this year. You can do all your tests and all you want, but as soon as these trains are not all being sent, you're only sending one train. You got operators that I personally know working on the ride, letting me know that hey, I'm shifted here, but I'm shifted to actually work the ride. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And then that's the real cheat code is having the operator friends letting you know that, like, knowing that they're scheduled because they're like, all right, if you're not really scheduled to work the ride, then yeah, it's a GG, it's a wrap. So, man, so I still have. I mean, I've talked about it with other people, but I guess for the cast's sake, I feel for Sam Perla, but at the same time, we saw this coming. In fact, I somewhat feel gaslit into thinking that, like it was gonna be perfectly fine, and then like, come on, guys, like I think any manufacturer that did this, even if it were intimate, if it were freaking like SPF visas, like any manufacturer that did this, it would have been like an issue because you're making a prototype on top of a ride that was a prototype.
I think it's the intimate half that's the issue.
Yeah, yeah, I just don't know. Because, like, I guess the Intamin app is still on the right.
Yeah, and it always was unreliable and shitty, dude.
I mean, yeah, it was a
Although,
prototype.
although that being said, in a few days I'm getting Ka as king tattooed on my ass cheeks.
Oh shit! Does she have a water cooling tattoo or?
I don't know. I'm just going to a tattoo shop when I fly into Pennsylvania.
Wait, so it's an actual tattoo. It's not a water fake
No, I'm
rub-off.
getting Ka as king tattooed on my cheeks, bro.
Not a talon, not a grippers of fear.
No. Sorry, I'm getting some water. I got
Oh,
the
you're good.
dry mouth.
Now imagine just some talons, like, and it has like a grip mark for the talons on your ass.
I don't want to have two separate ass cheeks trying to heal while I'm on a little mini vacation. So, yeah, I'm good. If anything, I would get a steel force, a daddy force on my other cheek because
Daddy force.
I like steel force.
Nah, just walk around with a donut. It's fine.
Dude, I that's actually what I'm most excited for. I think of this trip is
The donut?
no, I don't know what that's even about.
Oh, so the donut is like basically what people sit on when like they broke their tailbone or like they have like
Oh yeah,
hemorrhoids. Like,
yeah. No, I'm excited for Steel Force.
shit, I'm excited for you, man, because like,
Dude, you should come on up. You'd be invited, dude. I bet you we can get you tickets into that haunt.
no, the thing is, I have a pass.
Yeah.
Wait, so does the pass work? Because like I have a platinum or other gold all park passport.
I don't know. I could ask, or you could always ask on.
I'm
I mean,
pretty sure it
always,
does.
we
Cause
could always. Can we cut this from the cast? But yeah, you could always ask Ryan.
oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I have a pass, so we'll have to see. But at the same time, it's like, I have to talk to my partner.
Yeah, that's a long drive.
3.5 hours.
Oh, that's not that long of a drive.
Yeah, it's just I have to tell them, be like, you mind me slipping away?
Bring your partner.
Yeah, but
It is a Friday night.
They're not always into the park stuff, and then especially they're gonna be like, when we're driving back 3.5 hours after that. Be like,
Oh, fucking stay at the cheapest place.
I would love to go. Like if I knew like ahead of time.
Obviously, we would all love to see you, but I will be driving to fucking Virginia soon. Also, South Carolina maybe as well.
South
And
Carolina.
Jordan does think he can sneak away to Atlanta again too. So
What are you doing in South Carolina?
South/North Carolina, dude. You know it's there.
Oh, okay. I was like, you had to specify.
No, I don't know. I just like saying South Carolina because then the drive doesn't sound as long because I'm from the South. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not actually, because I could get to North Carolina in like 8 hours.
Oh. But Top Thrill 2 is definitely closed, and honestly, you guys told Zampearl to do this, Cedar Point. Don't be pointing the finger at them like they're just all in the wrong. Come on.
Cedar Point, take accountability? No way.
Yeah, that's my issue. Is like, especially, I mean, I've talked about it on the cast before, like how even Top Thrill 2 was even a thing. You know, they didn't take accountability for that. Literally fought tooth and nail to not pay or do any sort of settlement. So that already rubbed me the wrong way. So I think this whole thing is just karma, in the best, in the best like way possible. Because when it's fixed, everyone's gonna forget about this. Oh, it was down a whole year. Great. When it's open next year, all year round, like no issues because they had a whole off season to work with everything. Great. You know, we're gonna forget about it in like a year or two, and people are just gonna love Top Thrill 2. It's gonna be people's top 30s. They're gonna be excited to go back there again. Like, oh, I was waiting for it to be reliable. So, at the end of it all, like, I think that'll be fine. But it was a lot of money loss. And Zamperla did get kind of shot in the foot with future stakes and future bids. But in the day, in this industry and stuff like that, people have short-term memory.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the first tease is for Big Bad Wolf, though. The continuation of Big Bad Wolf at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg here. So they say chapter 1.
On a moonlit night in 1784, a peaceful Bavarian village was thrown into a nightmare. The date was June 15th, when a beast of legend emerged from the shadows, a fearsome wolf with deep glowing red eyes. It carried a dark curse, said to transform men into monsters with a single bite. As the wolf prowled through the cobblestone streets, an eerie howl echoed through the night, sending villagers into hiding. Chaos reigned as the wolf claimed its victims, but the villagers did not surrender to fear. A group of the bravest among them confronted the beast. They drove it to the edge of a cliff overlooking the Rhine River and cast it into the swirling waters below. The village was saved, but the wolf's body was never found.
That was apparently chapter 1. There's more to the story, but cool. That's cool. I love lore. I do wish that was something else placed back there, because why would you use your height waiver for that? But we'll take it. You know, that's cool. I love lore. I love it when they do that stuff like that. It's a little throwback to the ride that really got me started in all this. So I appreciate that. But
Wow, here I was thinking it was Scorpion.
well, no. When I was traveling, it was like, oh, there was a lot of rides that really got me into it. But Scorpion is one of them for sure. But in my home park, Big Bad Wolf. But
Yeah?
Scorpion went upside down. Big Bad Wolf did not go upside down. I was just terrified of roller coasters in general at that point when I rode Big Bad Wolf. There was another ride too. Grizzly was the ride that terrified me in the first place, but then also getting past it was a very very fulfilling thing. But kind of on the top throw too thinking, but Andrew Hyde, which go listen to In the Loop, because that cast is kind of a staple. So kind of staple in the industry in my opinion. I'll always listen to it like that. But he was thinking, and I was thinking this too. What are your thoughts? Maybe launching a few tons of metal and humans safely over 100 miles per hour just isn't meant to be. Formula Rosa closed for a while. Doja Dumper removed. Superman, Magic Mountain, tons of issues neutered. Topical Dragster, enough said, and Kane Nakao played with issues, even though it has, slightly been better.
Superman's been hitting the red section. Let the record show at Magic Mountain.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be seeing Superman leave in like the next 5 years max. I'm giving that ride.
Honestly, a lot of Six Flag Magic Mountain is incredibly dated, so whatever.
Is it really good at that point? I actually didn't think of that, because I know Six Flags America, and that's why I'm so worried about that park, and they're just gonna get rid of it in a few years after this merge.
I think it's dated in the way that, like, for it to be like a premier destination, like that's an enthusiast destination, that's a international destination, and for it being what it is and having all these record breaking and like record amount, a lot of their stuff's dated and it could be better.
Yeah,
but I'm not a hater. I like that park, but
let's go
X2's fucking insane.
Because X2, and then he added Scream in 2002. No.
Yeah, and Scream is fine.
No, it's 2003, actually. Then Tatsu in 2006. Apocalypse 2009.
That's my hottest take, is that Apocalypse isn't that good.
I mean, a lot of people say that, actually.
Yeah.
I'm like, it makes me sad, because I look at it, it looks good. I'm like, what's...
Yeah. It's not Thunderhead, man. I'll say that.
Oh, yeah.
It has the station flyby, but it doesn't make it Thunderhead, I promise you.
Full Throttle 2013. Twisted Colossus 2015. Then there was a 5-year gap. West Coast Racers, which, I mean, they got it open right before the pandemic shut the world down.
Yeah, I was gonna say COVID probably affected some of that.
But still, I don't hear many people talking about it like that highly. Like, I hear people say it's good.
Yeah, it's a fine ride. It's cool. I mean, yeah, it's a great ride. But
and then Wonder Woman 2022, and Did they say what they're getting this year? Or did they do their announcements?
I don't know.
I don't know if they did them yet.
What's the one? What did you call it? Shakira, Wrath of Shakira.
Wrath of Shakira. Yeah, they did that one actually. Yeah.
That ride looks like it's gonna be insane.
So honestly, I don't know if we're gonna get that anymore. It makes me sad. Like, you know how like Six Flags would have like a whole video showcasing what was coming to the parks. I don't think we're gonna have that anymore because I think they're just gonna show what park is what. Like, they're teasing individually, which is fine.
Wrath of Rafiki's not coming.
Yeah, Wrath of Rafiki.
I don't know what it's fucking called.
Oh Jesus! Well, speaking of Disney, would you see this?
What is it called?
Oh, Wrath of Rakshasa. That's actually what it's called.
Okay, yeah, thank you. It's not coming. Oh no! Why'd they do that?
That doesn't even sound like Doofenshmirtz.
That shouldn't exist.
So that was apparently Disney is testing a Doofenshmirtz cast, an actor, I'm gonna say, and it looks disgusting. I'm sorry. It looks. If I were a kid and I saw that, I'm having nightmares for a few days. Like, it's really so hear me out. It's really good in the aspect that it's like it looks like Doofenshmirtz in real life. But I don't know if that should be done. Like, that's just gross. That is just not. This does not look right.
No, it doesn't.
Wait, this is another video.
No.
It looks like he's a new Smash Brothers character.
Didn't they just used to have a helmet?
The greatest evil genius of all time. A platypus. Bury the platypus.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I need to look up what he actually sounded like. Best Doofenshmirtz moments. Yes.
There's 104 days.
Okay. I know Phineas and Ferb, yet you're gonna blast, but
You're gonna get demonetized.
oh my god, I used it for half a second. I mean, yeah, we're not really monetized. So, screw it. This is funny.
I'm not here. You're not seeing me. Perry the platypus. How long have you been? Look at that. It's Peter the Panda, my ex-nemesis. What a coincidence, huh? I mean, what is he doing here in Seattle?
Now let's listen to this fraud.
I'm Dr. Hans Doofenshmirtz, the greatest evil genius of all
He doesn't roll his tongue that much.
platypus. Bury the platypus.
Okay, for non-shippos, he's fine, but I would have wished it would have been closer. But honestly, that's a hard voice to like find actors to pull off consistently. So
More the abomination of how he looks.
yeah, I'm just saying more so. Honestly, I'm impressed they experimented with this. I'm happy that they did that.
Jesus.
But yeah, it is gross. I'm not gonna lie, it is gross.
Twisted Colossus isn't that good.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people say it's not that good, but a lot of people that love it. RC loves it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm curious myself. Is this the same thing? Oh yeah, it is. Well, we gotta cue that Jungle X report. Cue that
yeah.
Jungle X. So, basically, this is old news, but Rapterra is completely done. And it already is somewhat landscapes around the Midway, which I love. This looks awesome. This is gonna be awesome. I truly think y'all like this is gonna be, such a good fit for the park.
Yeah, it's gonna be on my first of the agenda next season.
Oh my god. Then Disney's continuing with. I guess we should just get all the Disney out of the way here. But the Jungle Wax report after we're gonna continue with that. So they've finished all up of Rapterra. Still no sign of what. I mean, there's signs of what they might do with I-305. But honestly, they haven't said shit. They haven't had anything. I'm hoping that they do something soon, because if the sooner that it is, the more likely it'll be a thematic thing that they're adding onto the ride. If it's not, however, then they're probably just repainting it. No theme. I get it, but Airtime Mike, I really wish you wouldn't have told me that and had me get my hopes, high hopes, because they're deflated now. They're deflating more and more. We hear nothing, but it's gonna be nice to finally get a new paint scheme on 305. Well, I didn't even need a new paint scheme, but a new paint, because it was definitely getting crusty. Is the best way to call it. It's definitely getting crusty, but I don't know what big cat they're gonna go with, but I do hope that it would be awesome to see black and orange. Personally, I would love that. I doubt they're gonna do black track, because that would just destroy the wheels more. But the router run, like, oh man. But I'm thinking it's gonna be like a Molly orange and black. Personally, they're gonna try to keep that same look.
You get the Great Pumpkin Coaster.
I was like, have two Great Pumpkin coasters.
The Pumpkin Lord. I'm having a pumpkin beer as we speak.
I was saying I need to get some fall beers right now. It's time to pull out the Vienna lagers, the pumpkin beers. So,
Yeah, dude. The lovely Florida fall is hitting with its 90% humidity and 90-degree heat. It's so lovely.
yeah, for us, it's just been perfect. It's like 70s to 80s every day. Sunny. Low humidity. It's been nice. But
What other Disney news did you have?
yeah, that was the quick little report, because basically we're done with Jungle X until they say something about 305. Say something. What's the theme and all that? Come on. But
Best
rest of
coaster in
Disney.
the world is its theme.
Rest of Disney here is Hades. We're gonna talk about that for a bit. I'm trying to find everything and group it up. So, oh man, I can't wait to rip them in about that. But basically, security is getting crazy at Disneyland. This is what it looks like around August 23rd. It's essentially heads to heads all the way a good 50 feet back through every gate to enter the park. And they have a different system than every other Disney park. They basically don't use the touchless security scanners that the other ones have. I think they even said majority of theme parks, including all of SoCal and sporting venues, are using them except Disneyland. So that's just interesting. I think in general though, it's there's a security threat as to why. I can't remember the exact reason. Someone will have to look it up or quote me or tell me no, there isn't. But from what I remember, there's a true reason why the Disneyland Park specific still does the no scanless or touchless security scanners yet. It would be nice, because clearly taking almost 30 minutes to get in is security? Like, damn. Like, I'll see a bat at King's Dominion in the morning, and I'm still waiting maybe 10 minutes. But it's only pushed back maybe 20 feet, 30 feet. But also good news for them though is Deadpool is probably not going to go anywhere if you're a big fan of Deadpool at the park, because he is having a rising audience every time now that people know that he's there, and he's getting new material. He's getting more and more brazen with his material. So that alone is Yeah, I'm honestly very surprised we're allowing this man in the park. Like, I guess as long as he's not doing anything sexual or anything too inappropriate for families, they say go ahead, have fun. But I swore he brought up Tinder and Grindr. I swore he brought that up in one of them, and I'm like, whoa.
Who cares? That's good for him. He did. Yeah, he mentioned the grinder thing for. Yeah, I saw that. That's funny.
Yeah, I was like, that is funny as hell.
These parents let their kids see things that are actually bad all the damn time. Who cares?
Hershey is getting the SNS flat ride, but it's apparently the biggest SNS Scream and Swing. Twizzlers, Twisted Gravity. Hershey, if you're for some reason listening to this, please, and I mean please, use the cycle at Tidal Surge from SeaWorld San Antonio. Because that, my friends, is clearly the best Scream and Swing I've been on. Because you get going and swing and get airtime from the second or third swing. And then you're basically max swings 30 seconds in. And then you go for like 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
It is so, like, it really, like, smokes every other Scream and Swing. It's like...
That sounds like it'd be too much for me, dude. I've gotten, like, queasy and, like, my ass beat from some of the Busch Gardens. Also, speaking of news, I think that ride's, like, closed or closing or some shit.
Ride's closing where?
The Saratoga Flyer, dude.
Like, that ride's closed?
Yeah. Have you not heard?
Nah. What's going on with that?
I don't know. But I saw through the grapevine that it's, like, down.
Interesting. Well, another news, Amusement Hunter Photography, they're putting out kind of an alert to talk about, well, you should probably really question if you should go to Mount Olympus. That's all I'll say. I'm not going to tell people what to do here. I'm never a fan of that. But if you're a fan of safety, is all I'll say. Is I was on this is coming from him on quote in his tweet. It shows literally a derailment in Zeus, and apparently this is not the first time at all. Like, they just kick it back in, a lot of this. So this is what he said. I was on Zeus at Mount Olympus Park when it derailed. I was in the front car. We didn't stop at the brake run. We flew into the station and stopped halfway into it. A poof of smoke came out from the front of the car. I turned around and see my car completely out of alignment with all the others. We were evacuated, but they didn't close the ride. The mechanics tried wiggling and jumping onto the car to get it back into place. Once they got it back on track, they tested it once and reopened it. There's a video that goes along with this too. I have an ad here because obviously YouTube, but about to bring it to you guys.
That's nuts. Just have a big old crowbar.
Yeah, you can tell they've done this before because look at the chipped wood on the sides of the station.
Yeah.
Like, that's already done. He's not even doing it at that part, he's doing it at another part.
That looks like hard work, man.
So this is a 6-minute video. We're gonna look at it at how do you speed up viewers?
Playback speed.
2 times speed. Yeah, so right now he's trying to literally wedge it back onto the track here at the front of the car. Oh, I see that was a good wedge. Right, they tested to make sure it's on it. It's on there good. Now they need to wedge it upwards. Oh, they're testing the clearance on the bottom side. Oh, they're still wedging. They have 3 people, you know, one on the top. They're jumping on it. Yeah,
bigger pipe. Look at that pipe.
I'm gonna say they're laying pipe to this train right now. That is a big ass pipe.
Dude, they got 2 guys honking on that pipe.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I wonder what PTC would think of this, to be honest. So yeah, it's clearly like you can see that one of the seats was definitely like bent going in. Now they're jumping on it again to see if it's stable. See if it's. I'm assuming they're jumping on it to see if it's on the running rails. To be honest.
Look at how it enters that station. Holy shit.
Yeah, you're supposed to stop the brake run there, and that's what happened. Is Oh,
big movement.
yeah, that's literally moving way back and forth. I cannot believe they sent it like that again.
How could they have, like, that doesn't make sense.
Bro, I'm imagining the bogies and stuff. They're just making more work for themselves right now.
Yeah,
But
wouldn't
I could
you
be
have to,
wrong.
like, take off wheels and lift it up properly and shit? Jesus.
Yeah, I have no clue. But this is somewhat interesting. This is definitely a way. Oh, here we go. Up and down, up and down. People are literally clapping them to get this on.
Yeah, I'm getting out of that line.
No, yeah, 100%. I'm getting out of that park at that point for me personally. And that's
Yeah,
obviously why I've been wary going here. And now this year, Indiana Beach. 'Cause I'm like, I go here because these are like the safest forms of insanity. You know, take yourself out. You know, going up 300 feet, hundreds of feet in the air. But you're literally like engineered for safety. Like at the end of the day. So,
Damn. That was nuts.
yeah, that's crazy. And they sent it out after that? The mechanics were not concerned that it derailed. It almost seemed like it was a regular event for them. The track was clearly damaged and was apparent where and why it derailed. It's not a hard fix, but they don't seem to be bothered. I don't usually say this, but don't ride Zeus. That's what a end quote for us, Amusement Hunter Photography. Yeah, there's a huge, big old jut in the running rail there. Oh yeah, and it's all that sawdust from doing it before. Stuck onto the side of the lube. The running rail lube. That's, be wary out there, ladies and gentlemen. These parks, they're safe. But if they don't take care of them. Yeah, I guess the rest of the Disney stuff here. What was here? So they finally put a regular queue, or opened the regular queue for Tron. It should have been that for a long time. I get when the beginning of a ride, a preview version, a month or two, maybe. Disney size 2 months makes sense. How long's Tron been? Like years at this point? Like, okay.
Okay. You got your munchies?
Yes. Got the
What you
munchies.
got?
I got my tray.
Oh yeah, baby, me too. I'm heating up seconds.
What'd you say? I got my headphones back on.
I said I'm heating up my seconds.
So, thank God they finally have standby queues. Like, well, you guys make these themed queues for all these rides, and you never use them. Guardians literally has never used its regular queue for its regular. Yes, you have to get Lightning Lane or Genie Plus. Now, Lightning Lane Plus or whatever, they made it more weird or whatever. Like, now you can get ahead to get it and then all that stuff. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Just let people, if I want to wait.
Shit, was I gone?
Oh, yes. Yeah, but, if I want to wait a certain amount of time, let me wait a certain amount of time. Just give me that option.
Yeah, when Guardians.
Yeah, when is Guardians going to do this? It needs to happen, like, so bad.
Yeah, I'll be there every day.
I mean, people are there every day, or not every day, but pretty often. And they basically will ride it just that one time. It's that good, apparently. I'm like, I need to know. I wish I could have known, but they wouldn't let me wait in the queue.
So stupid.
Yeah, and they make it so limited on busy times that you only have such a limited time to even try and get into it.
Yeah, I just hate that you have to like know exactly what the fuck you're doing. Like, better not fuck up.
It just seems so counterintuitive for a place meant for families. I don't know. I've always thought that. But I think that is literally everything on Disney side, so might as well get Universal side out then.
Best parts, anyways.
100%. I think we talked a little bit about it. Yeah, with Universal Hollywood. Yeah, then I got into it with Doofenshmirtz. That's what changed everything, but I don't think there's anything else. Oh, there is a rumor going around that Simpsons Land might leave, but yeah, there's someone got desktop mode on Supercharged the other 2 weeks ago, and
It's currently now fully shut down for HHN.
yeah, good.
Yeah.
Like, do they have Mummy and Rocket and that still up?
Yeah.
That's very cool. It's very cool. And it's kind of telling too. They'd rather not mess with that maintenance, because not only is the ride just bad, it's a maintenance it's not good. It's always down, or it's down a good amount of times, to be honest.
Who makes that ride?
I don't know. I almost want to say they're in-house. Who manufactured Fast and the Furious Supercharged? Yeah, I know it's there. History, summary, reception. No. Vehicle type designer, Universal Creative. That's in-house. That is unfortunately in-house. Wow. I'm trying to just munching down a little bit.
Did you see that other derailment?
There was another one?
Dude, it was insane.
Wait.
Yeah, just go to your YouTube main. I bet you it's there.
Where is what ride was it?
The wooden one with the brake man.
Rushabon? Please don't tell me it was Rushabon. I do not know how to spell this because it's such a weird name. I think Rushabon and Roller Coaster Derail.
No.
Is this recent?
Very.
Yeah, that's crazy, and I really want to ride Rushabon, and that's why I'm like, please be okay. And please make sure everyone is okay.
Coaster Studios posted about it.
Okay. Thank you. Oh. The Scenic Railway?
There you go.
At Dreamland. Margate. So let's see here. That's some news that came out of left field here. What happened to the Scenic Railway? Well, is it still here? Let's see. There was something on track. Oh! 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 Bro.
Look at the Simpsons ride roller coaster.
Right? Like that's the best way, the most cartoony, it looks like when a cartoon rides on a coaster and every single plank is being ripped off of the track. That's what that looks like. It looks like an abandoned coaster in a matter of seconds. Bro, are they even supported still that way? Oh man. That's literally like Expedition Everest right now. You're about to go backwards, you're looking at the torn up track.
Yeah, he just popped up mid-side of that and ripped up the track.
No, what people aren't talking about this. Like what?
Dude, I ride Yeti like 5 times a year. I love it.
I love Yeti. I'm gonna just call it Yeti because it's easier than Expedition Everest. But I know exactly what you mean.
I'm terrible with names. You know this.
Golden tickets. Oh shit. Nah, that's definitely gonna be the last thing here. It's Golden Ticket Awards, but all this other stuff is basically small news. So we got BG Dub. Wait, we're BG something. Yeah, BG. Park Fans Network member Luke spotted the long missing Curse of Dark Castle statues in the yard of a private residence. Rumor has it BGW traded them to a third-party contractor doing the Dark Castle demolition. Man, that sucks. Someone just buy it off this rich guy.
Yep.
To be fair, it looks pretty fucking dope. And what if he's a thuzy, though? Like, people are saying it's painful to see. What if, like, he's a doozy and he bought it? So, instead of it being just destroyed and never found again, he is preserving it in front of his house. Shit. I would do that. Because, like, I'm trying to think what statue or a piece of theming I would love to have. Give me the robotic head of Blue from the Velocicoaster Cube. I know that's a little sad there, I guess, for somebody. We talk about Hershey. Portaventura.
Going to Hershey on Saturday.
Man, Hershey is closer. Portaventura Universal not doing well. Apparently, this is like this is all in Spanish, but according to the reporting in this story from Spain, talks between Universal and Portaventura have stalled. Unlike UK, where they've just been making strides and leaps and bounds. And then just turning everything around and be like, you know, guys, this is gonna be super good for us. We need to have Universal here. It's like with sources indicating that Universal was not interested in paying the price Portaventura is asking for to purchase its resort. Yeah. So, I mean, if that's the case, then though, I don't know if it would surprise me too much, because I think that was an issue before. It's like they were trying to get them. Portaventura was like, "Hey, we're like this," and what's like, what? How? I'm like, how are you gonna be making us pay for this? Not even really a resort yet. Blah blah. The negotiating has been always iffy ever since they sold it. So, I have no clue. Up in Fury, though, we have a clue about that. We talked about that.
Oh, man. I want to get my passport for that ride.
Yeah. I need to renew mine. It's been years since I've used it or even had one. But, Up in Fury is definitely looking great. I am mostly wanting to go to Canada for the homies, I'm not going to lie. Canada's Wonderland kind of scares me as a park. I'm afraid to go there. Like, so the rides is one thing. Like, maybe they don't have an elite, but still, it's the crowds. And I'm saying that in the aspect of, they get so many people. They get, before this year, I don't know what happened this year, but normally they're up there, if not more than Cedar Point. They're up there with, like, top 10 in North America, like, right behind, like, the resorts, like Disney, Universal, and all that stuff. So I'm just like, fuck, I don't know if I can go there and just, like, try to find a chill day to go. You know, like, it's always going to be slammed, and it's basically a regional park scale still while you're slammed. Oh, man, I'm not sure. But Alpine Fury and with Six Flags, well, this sounds bad for people that are like, what? But no, I'm serious, because with basically the merge, I'm looking at high hopes here. Hopefully this is going to be good. You have Cedar Fair looking and saying, hey, you know, we want to ensure quality, or at least the regional quality, and we want to ensure that we get maintenance schedules on time. We want to ensure that we get all these like building and construction schedules on time, so we're not worrying about it. We're not having a ride open in August or October. What happened with fucking Kid Flash Coaster? And those rides didn't even last realistically more than a month or two for all their run time.
Missing that credit at Georgia.
Yeah, and you may not ever get it because it's closed indefinitely now.
Embarrassing for them.
Yeah, see that is one manufacturer. I'm like, Skyline, you need to just walk out the door. You need to take off your apron. You need to put out your torch like a Survivor, whatever. You're kicked off the island. Like,
put away your knives.
Exactly. Like, you are kicked off the island. Like, you're kicked out the kitchen.
What's Big Brothers?
Oh, jeez, don't get some people started on Big Brother. I'm afraid to get into it. I'm afraid. People, what is it now, BB 27 or still 26?
No idea, dude.
I had to ask.
I've watched exactly 0 minutes of that show.
I've only heard so much. I'll see tweets about it more than I see the show.
Oh, yeah. That's how I know about it, is Twitter. I'm in my front yard. I had bad service. Sorry, man.
We're good. Right now, we're all A-okay. But I will say Intamin messed up here because they basically couldn't even open their new rafts. They had all these new bells and whistles for it too. But they couldn't open it up because it had too many bells and whistles, apparently. But Amazonia is closed indefinitely. Hopefully they can get it open next year because it was cool. Like, you're literally getting shot up in a raft, like in this track section. You have a lot of different almost water slide elements. It looks pretty cool. It's unfortunate on that aspect. Indiana Beach is taking off the over-the-shoulder restraint. I don't think that's going to be the main fix for that ride. But, you know, yeah, hopefully they can fix, you know...
I don't know where Indiana is, but...
Well, is it Indiana Beach?
Yeah, I don't know where Indiana is.
Just past Kentucky.
Yeah, exactly. But that,
What do you
I
think
do
about
think that
Oh, what were you saying? Sorry.
I don't know. I feel like lap bars will make it really cool.
I mean, yeah, obviously they're appreciated, right? But shit,
Mm-hmm.
I need to see that ride function for like a month without rolling back first on the chain lift.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But I don't even. What do you think if Universal were to close Simpsons Land?
You know, I'm sure they could do something better with it. So,
Right. I personally
I don't
think
think there's.
I personally think it's like a dated
Yeah, it is.
take, and they didn't really use its full potential, in my opinion. Is another issue because you have the Simpsons.
It'd be sick. It'd be sick if they could do like remove that and then put like make one giant like kind of old school ride that you know pays homage to like King Kong, Back to the Future, and Jaws. Maybe, I don't know, some type of simulator like that. That'd be sick. I don't know. That building's fucking huge. So.
I mean, Back to the Future used to be there.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, oh man, I missed that. But
Back to the Future.
yes.
Yeah, I miss old King Kong.
Oh yeah, Confrontation.
Oh.
So the first reviews for HHN are coming in.
I'm so excited, man. I'm coming up September 25th.
It's not too far at all.
Nope.
But a lot of people are saying basically what at KLED217 is saying on Twitter right now, where she said, "I say this with absolute confidence. There are no bad quote-unquote houses at the event this year. It is evident there is so much passion, heart, and creativity that is poured into each property, and so much fun details, towering sets, and apparent artistic mastery and storytelling." Now, there's quite a lot there, but yeah, from what I heard, overall the event generally is better this year than last year. Well, in terms of crowds, it's better.
So my only hot take maybe is that like I don't particularly love the icon, like their whole backstory this year versus years previous.
I agree with that.
Pumpkin Lord was kick ass. What's the guy that sells your soul was kick ass as fuck. His house was cool. And did these Sinisterns really even have their own house?
I don't think so.
They have their zone, and it seems probably to be. I don't know. I'm glad they don't have any silly Vamp 69 fucking terrible zones this year, but
Yeah, I think a lot of people saw not as many IPs and thought it wasn't going to be as big of a year. Maybe it isn't because of that. But
yeah, but apparently the IPs are going hard this year.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the IPs they do have, yeah, they are. So they're able to get more love because they're not going as budget, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Insidious sounds insane.
People are saying that one is crazy.
I am kind of nervous.
Man.
I'm sure I'll be fine. You know, like most houses don't ever really scare me too much, but I have been scared a couple of times, so we'll see. I'm excited.
I'm excited for you, man.
Dude, I might try to do like I don't know because I know Yeet Seat's coming into town, and I have my Universal passes, so I'm sure he's doing HHN for one of the nights. I don't know how many nights he's doing there or how many days, but pray to God I don't work. And it sucks because I work on my birthday too, so.
Fuck. Fun.
Yeah. And I work tomorrow, which is September 11th, which is never a fun day to work.
Yeah. Yeah. So a lot of people think we're like, "Oh, they're pretty somber about this," and like current culture mostly. Well, he's an actual firefighter, so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little different then. So. Yeah, respect, shout out to them, for sure. Because I feel like there's not a lot of that anymore. It's all meme now, so.
Nah, I think. No, that's like one thing I'm grateful for. It's like we're not worthy of like all the respect and love and pride that like those fucking kick-ass dudes, you know, NYFD, those guys are legends, absolutely. So and like we get a like everywhere we go, you know, hey, you know, thank you for your service. Hey, thanks for what you guys do, you know, like when we're in uniform. So we don't feel deserving of that. We don't do shit, you know. We put out the occasional fire and do medical, you know. But
well, you guys are still the ones running in when people are running out, so.
But yeah, well, I hope to get to do some days with the Geek Seat at Universal because I really want to get my money's worth out of my hybrid driving to Orlando and back really cheap and my Universal Pass. And September's the best time to go.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Weather sucks, but rains every day and is hot. Oh.
But Skyline, before we get to Skyline here, have you ever been to Discovery Cove?
Mm-mm.
You have?
No, my brother has though, so shame.
So, a man apparently has died after being found unresponsive in Discovery Cove. A man in his 60s died after being found unresponsive in a pool, Discovery Cove. According to sheriffs, the man was found before reported. Yeah, so like this is the second or third body found reported at Discovery Cove. That's what makes it weird. In May, News 6 reported that a 13-year-old girl died after being found unresponsive in a pool at Discovery Cove. Someone in the comments said, "Isn't this the fourth death this year?" Yeah,
That's kind of spooky, huh?
yeah, it's weird, and we need to get to the bottom of it. Like, what is in the water there? What is, bro? Is Jason Voorhees there? Like, I mean, like, what's going on?
Jason
Like,
Voorhees. Hey, if you were going to HHN, which house would you be most excited for?
so let me look at the lineup real quick.
Yeah.
So I've heard good things about a lot of them. I've heard things about Quiet Place, Insidious, obviously, Triplets. I've heard good things about 2023, 2024. But yeah, I haven't heard anything about a quote unquote bad house. So it's already a good sign. If I were to choose, most excited, the Triplets does look good. Goblin's Feast, if done well, could be great.
Dude, I'm so excited for Goblins.
Yeah, because that seems like their campy one that they're gonna go with. Like, for me, the campy
Hopefully.
one they did last year was Yeti, and people at first were like, "Oh, Yeti's not that good, it's really bad." And I had fucking loved Yeti, bro. I was literally laughing the
Yeti
entire
goes
time.
hard.
Let's see.
What's Eternal Bloodlines?
Oh, that's actually that is the one I heard that was weaker. I think it's all the woman.
Oh yeah, they did the
Universal
women
Monsters.
dirty. Yeah, that's what I think is
Yeah, I was like,
might be the weakest.
but it's all female, all fearless, all fatal. Get caught in an epic battle as Saskia Van Helsing and the Bride of Frankenstein go up against Dracula's daughter and her monstrous mavens.
See.
Wait, why are they
So
fighting
it's-
and why do we care?
Well, their monsters are always fighting, right? That's kind of their
Yeah. But like, why are
Deadly
we watching-
Exhibits. That sounds like an interesting concept. I wish that was the campy.
A folklore museum's newest exhibit. Yeah, if they had like a mummy, like literally from the Mummy, where the guy gets is sitting in like a tomb, like talking to you.
Dude, these all sound pretty like Mr. Sweets. That sounds sick. These look awesome. I'm very excited. Yeah, I'm probably gotta fucking work an overtime shift or something and go again.
Yeah, Folklore Museum's newest exhibit, The Rotting Stone, has released an evil spirit that decays everything, and it's coming for you. Major Sweets. Yeah, Slaughter Cinema is probably the one I'm personally would be like, meh. I'm gonna see if I would do it, but I'm just like, it's probably like a diner, like 1950s kind of high school zombie vibe. Which is cool, you know, it's cool. It's just, out of all these themes, you know, you got A Quiet Place, even Ghostbusters, like A Frozen Empire, Insidious, you got a Candy Factory, a Goblin Feast. It's, a 50s zombie diner does not sound too, you know, interesting compared. So, yeah, I will say that's my least, but if I were to choose, I don't know if I could choose. I'm going to say probably Triplets or...
What speaks to you about Triplets?
So, I think they can really play off the fact, like, I love creepy and kind of... Like, when it looks uncanny, not necessarily, like, just ugly, but, like, it looks, like, off. Like, their face is asymmetric. Like, they're almost hiding it with a mask type of thing, too, so because they're hiding their true, like... So, that stuff's creepy. And if there's 3 of them, I feel like the whole story leading up to the end could be an amazing, like, finale, potentially, with the 3. But this is all in my head, but I'm just imagining like the whole. It's pretty simple, but it can be pretty fucking terrifying. Just like I forgot the one last year that was like my favorite. It was the one where he sells his soul, and then you see him progress into like basically how his life goes. That when he sold his soul to become like the celebrity or whatnot. And like that house was what was that house from last year? That house was really good. Okay, he just threw me to HHN. So The Darkest Deal. That's what it was called. The Darkest Deal was fantastic.
Yes, and the music was cool. And the demons at the end as he's like brought into hell.
Yeah, that was such a good thing. No, I don't think I could do something like that with triplets. I don't know. But the Monsters of Latin America.
I haven't heard the best about that. I heard the monsters this year are both lacking. Especially since they usually do very well.
With Lamerta as your guide, try to survive the night with 3 terrifying legends.
Yeah, they're bringing back the Chupacabra, right?
The Lechuza and the Silabon. The Tehelapuchi. I don't even know if I could be butchering all of this, bro. Like, I think
Did you go to 22?
I went to 23.
Okay.
But this,
I can't decide which one I like better.
So my first one was 23, and apparently that was the most packed it has ever been.
Yeah, it was pretty gnarly.
So, yeah. No, they literally say this on the website. Like, event may be too intense for young children, not recommended for children under age 13. Separately ticketed event. Like, they let you
I wonder how much I can
notice-
get just like a weekday ticket.
Shit, when we did that last year, it was like, so we just try to see, because we were already at the park. We were just, we're gonna buy tickets to Halloween Horror Nights now. So we were walking out the gate and went to the entrance to Islands. So we go to get the tickets. So we asked, and we're like, hey, so how much is it? It was like, so it'll be like $157 without tax. And then I'm just like, I was literally, as he was saying all this, I immediately go to the Universal app and start trying to buy it there. I'm like, there's no way that it's not cheaper there. And lo and behold, it was only like $80, which like that's still a bit. I'm not gonna lie, because that's a lot for a Halloween event, but better than $150. Oh man. And obviously, I think the days it matters too.
Starting at $82, yeah.
82 on the app.
Yeah, and Express is 160 for an Express pass.
Ooh. So they're like, all right,
I mean,
let's get 250, 60.
Yeah. I wonder if I get discount with my
Hyundai. Skyline. All right, I kind of shit on, I shit on them earlier, and I'm probably gonna shit on them again. But they put out a statement. Spaghetti Bowl. We understand that our fans are curious about the extended downtime of our award-winning Pescetti Bowl roller coasters. We're actively working with TUV SUD America, a globally recognized testing and certification organization, to implement adjustments that will significantly enhance the reliability of these rides and ensure their safe return to the service as soon as possible. There has been tremendous interest in Pescetti Bowl coasters, and we are excited to see families enjoy these rides together again. Thank you for your patience. We look forward to welcoming you back to Spaghetti Bowl ride in the future. And honestly, I'm starting to completely doubt there's been tremendous interest in whatever the fucking bowl these are, because maybe at first there were. Now, come on, that's just not happening.
None. Zilch.
Like, they're looking like, hey, what happened to your last models? Well, I haven't made one since this long. Oh, Yo, but we fixed that. We fixed that.
Why they're all standing
you
but
fixed it
not
again?
operating?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, you had issues twice, and you think you're good this time? Whoa, yeah, you know what? Third time's the charm. It's like, come on, they need to just stick to working with GCI, man. Like, being there, running rail, beat, like, people, all that stuff. And, yeah, let's see what some of the community has to say here. I know Urbex from the Twitter spaces. So, Urbex and coasters, this is the coaster equivalent of we don't have words and we know you don't want to hear them. Just owning up to your mistakes? Bro, this is... So they make the Titan track still. So someone said delete your company. I'm kind of on that boat, but they should delete their coaster department. Is what I'll say. Start from the drawing board. Now, and I'm not for taking away people's jobs, right? But like, you need to at least restructure, right? Get someone who knows how to bring an Alan Shoki or something. I don't know, man. Like, have him like. Pull them off from, like, riding ATVs and skiing down black diamonds, like, in the, like, most treacherous skiing locations ever. Just have him build you, be your chill roller coaster designer. Sure, it would suck to have Alan Shook only build, like, family rides and shit. But then you have stability. He doesn't even have to be the designer. He could just be the guy, be like, hey, look, this is how it needs to be, and you guys aren't doing this. Because clearly there's an issue in that aspect with Skyline.
Yeah, working as oversight, yeah.
Like, they needed someone advising, like, saying, like, hey, what do you think of this? Like, hey, this is how things should go, and maybe you should probably design this first because you're overlooking this aspect. Like, I just think there's a lot of toes being stepped on when I look at Skyline Attractions, like the last ones. And it's just... for me, I personally couldn't trust them. Like, there's no third time for me. It's like 2 strikes and you're out. It's like... We're playing a quick game of baseball. Street rules, my rules. But no, for real, I wish them the best of luck. But their coastal department, yikes. We're almost done here, actually. But the Golden Ticket Awards, I think, is the last thing. Oh, no! You gotta cue some more music. You gotta cue that We Like to Party from Venga Boys. Because Mr. Six, he might live. Let me show you this. So hold up. You see this right here? Hold up. You see where I'm? See that suit, that bow tie and suit combo?
Mm-hmm.
Now I will say they really did make that hidden as hell, but that is Mr. Six. And he is sitting back there. He didn't get killed in that bus for Fright Fest announcement. No. He's a ghost. Maybe he did get killed and he's a ghost. That'd be kind of funny, actually, if they just kept with that bit. I'm not gonna lie. But he lives. We think. We hope. Because... Why are you gonna kill out Mr. Six, bro? Like, if that was their way of saying, hey, with the merge, fuck this mascot, like, you guys have made the biggest misstep. Like, Mr. Six would bring you guys so much just meme shit. I would love to meet Mr. Six. If you had him at the parks, I would love to meet a Mr. Six. And they don't. They barely even have Laffy. They barely even have Daffy and Bugs anymore. Let alone Tweety and, like, Sylvester.
Dude, I saw Wile E. Coyote at Great Adventure. He's the GOAT.
You just saw him, though?
No, I saw a bunch, but on my last day of leaving, I saw him.
Yeah, but America, we'd be struggling to see any of them. Over Georgia, there's barely a few. So it's good to see Great Adventure actually does it then. Yeah, because it doesn't matter how silly they are, I love seeing the mascots. I need my mascot creds, bro. I will collect mascot creds. For me, that is fun. But
Did you get the picture? Did you get the picture at the Raptor at Universal Islands?
I haven't done that yet because I'm always with enthusiasts that want to just go. But next time, I swear I'm doing the Raptor encounter. Like I told myself that.
Uh,
Decepticon. Megatron has cucked me like twice now. Like I've shown up and like, I'm literally showing up at the time that's on the side of the garage for like Transformers. And I'm like, oh okay, he's not here at his time, and I'll show up like literally earlier than his time, and he's like finishing his show, and I'm like, what the fuck? He's like waving, like, oh goodbye. Like I'm like, no, don't goodbye me. Like I'm here on time. Like you guys need to get consistent with your scheduling with Megatron. Maybe it's Megatron's fault. Maybe I'm missing out that he's a Decepticon. Oh, fucking. But no, I've literally gone and like the third time, like it was Bumblebee or some shit. Like it wasn't even him at the same time. So I don't know what's wrong with their scheduling with Megatron, but they need to fix it when I go because it's bad. Or if you go and I'm there and you're trying to see Megatron, you're fucked because you're probably not going to see him now. They just know that I'm there, so they're going to just troll me the whole day to not see Megatron.
That's great.
God, no. I've seen Optimus and Bumblebee. I saw the Grinch. That was the longest time to see the fucking Grinch, though. Oh, my God. We got in early, and it still took an hour. It went to 5 hours that day, dude. What the fuck?
No fucking way.
I mean, he was a good actor. I was like, because I low-key, even as a cinema fan, I know that movie's not that great, but I still think that's still one of my favorites to just watch. Like, the slapstick in it's great. Jim Carrey, killing it as a Grinch.
Yeah, it's a great holiday feel-good.
But, what else? Who else did I see? Oh, we saw Popeye and Olive.
Mm.
And then I was so disgusted when I fist bumped his fist because he has the actual Popeye hands and everything, and he's like talking to you. He's like, he's doing all of that shit, like. So like he's like, so he's like he's saying goodbye to you and everything, like. And it was funny because I was there with my partner, and he's all like. He finds out, so where are you from? And he's like, oh, we're from Virginia. Oh, Virginia's for lovers. I'm like, oh my God. This guy's Zod. He's good as fuck. But yeah, like, I fist bump him, and it's like hard putty. It's like really, it's like you just slapped the fakest ass by accident. And it just threw off the whole illusion. I was like, bro, yeah.
No ass is fake if I can touch it, brother.
Yeah, I'm just like that. They need to find a way to make like, when you at least don't make him fist bump if his fist is gonna feel like that, but at least make it to where his hands feel a bit more realistic. Cause like, it felt like he was shedding almost. It was not. But there was like mass underneath the shedded skin. All right, this is just gross.
I can't get over Diagon Alley either.
Oh shit! Oh, man. So I was waiting there with my friend. It was the first time he was there for like 10, 20 minutes to wait for the dragon to go off with the fire and everything, and it did not go off. But I've seen it multiple times before. I was just mad that it didn't go off for. My homeboy. But what did happen that was funny because he's a big Harry Potter fan was he had just gotten his wand or whatever. Like we had just gotten it. Like he went and shopped for it. Like we went with him, and I wish he went to the shop like Ollivanders or whichever one there is where they have an actual like shopkeeper that's actually acting out like the whole shopping experience for you. He's like, oh, you can't go for that wand. No. You must go for that. And like. Basically, like, bringing a whole experience to the wall. Like, he still really enjoyed it, but I was like, whenever I see that, I'm like, I'm just watching it myself. I'm like blasted with my fucking butterbeer. I'm like, dude, this place is fantastic. I don't even like Harry Potter. This place is fantastic.
Yeah,
like
it's so well done.
Like genuinely, like
the beer area. I drink a fuck ton of the beer there, dude. I had so many beers. It was great.
I've never tried. So you mean just the butterbeer, or they actually have beer there?
No. They've got beer. So, like, in Diagon Alley, like, when you enter and you go to the far right, past, like, Weasley's, that's where their beer shop is. I mean, it's got everything. It actually has butterbeer over there too, so it's a good place to go, and a couple snacks, pasties, or whatever the British people call them.
I would
But
definitely try the alcoholic beer.
dude, they used to only have two. They had Dragon's Brew and or Witch's Brew and Dragon's Blood, and now they have four. They had Daisy Root
Ooh.
Ale, which is a blonde, and something
Oh.
else that I forget. They had four beers now. I got all four.
I mean, yeah, like
So, but I love the chocolate stout. It is so fucking delicious.
chocolates. Yes, I'm kind
Yeah,
of a
they're
stout guy, especially in winter.
yeah, it's a sweet stout. It's like a sweeter Guinness. It's really good. Love it. That was always my go-to. And they give you 20-ounce cups. The fucking cups are huge.
20. Okay.
Yeah, 20 ounces. And the Witch's Brew is 6.4%. So fucking hitting that on the way in the gringotts to get pretty plaster.
I still need to try an alcoholic butterbeer.
Yeah, they're too sweet for me. I don't need them.
Same, like, I'm at the point where, like, they can't be. Like, I can't have stuff like sweet like that constantly. Like, I used to be able to have four my whole trip of, like, 3 days being down there. Now I can only do one, maybe,
Yeah.
when I go there.
See, for me, because I drink that sweet beer, there's no way I'm spending my calories in my belly room on a ice of sweet. I'm good. I don't like butterscotch that much,
Same. Unless
and
it's in
only
drink form.
only one of them's vegan, so I don't even want to bother with all that shit. So I just bypass it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Skyline. Go fix yourself.
Sideline sucks.
Yeah, Skyline sucks. Just remember that. Like, come on, guys. Like,
Yeah, and I'm not a coaster hater. I'm a coaster lover, but they suck.
And I think Golden Ticket Awards. So this is gonna be the long haul end here. So a lot. Honestly, I haven't heard many people crying about it this year. So honestly, it might not be that bad. But we'll see. So starting off, extra, read all about it. The best kids area for the 5th time in the row is Bellwood Grove. Now, I'm gonna check before. Yeah, there's probably more. There's more back here. It's like Kennywood this year, too, so there's no Dollywood bias like people said last year. But
Dollywood's so good, though.
oh, Dollywood's amazing. I love Dollywood. But no, the first actual award was the best new family attraction of 2024, going to Silver Dollar City for Far in the Hole. Can anyone contest that? Really? Like,
Yeah. Yes.
okay, what else opened?
Fucking Phoenix Rising, brother. That ride goes so fucking hard.
Okay, but like, it's hard as Far in the Hole hard? Like, it's literally called Far in the Hole. That's pretty hard.
I don't know. I haven't been on it, so
Now, I have heard the ride experience is literally barely a coaster, but
yeah. If it's
it says new family attraction. If they have a family coaster here, I think they might.
isn't Good Gravy?
Good Gravy is a family attraction technically. No, because I would consider that kiddie to be honest. But
Oh, okay. What was the other ones?
so let's see. Extra taking the Dollywood Golden Ticket for Best New Show of 2024. Dollywood from the Heart. Oh, I wish I could have seen that. Their shows are really good. The Wildebeest has its revenge as it takes the #1 spot for the 12th time. The Golden Ticket Award for the Best Water Park Ride.
What's ride?
The Wildebeest at Holiday World, or really Splash and Safari at Holiday World, but I've still got to try that water park, but for me, I have no clue why they make their water so fucking cold. It's uncomfortably cold compared to like people treat it like it's a fun gimmick, which I guess it kind of is at that point, but like when I'm already like feeling good in the heat, 'cause I genuinely like the heat, right? Like, and it doesn't get like it gets sun hot there, but it doesn't get like humid at like Indiana. Like Like humid at least like Florida or Virginia. Like no, we're not even close to Florida. So, like, I'm just saying.
Yeah, need I remind you about our July 5th, 106 real field temperature in Virginia, though, brother.
Oh yeah. I will say a heat wave explained that, but yeah, we were a livable armpit for a second. I will say, that was just not cool. Yeah, Mother Nature needed to chill
Scary.
out. Yeah, I need to actually try them, but we'll see someday. Maybe next year. Taking the golden ticket for the best dark ride is Star Wars: Rise of the Resistance at Universal Studios Hollywood.
Hard to agree.
Disney's Hollywood Studios, not Universal. That's Disney's Hollywood Studios. And the best? Yeah,
I agree.
Probably, yeah.
It's my number one ride of all time, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Man, that's a good one to have.
Yeah, when it first time that first ride experience, all effects operating in that gun room just is an experience.
Even the cannons you had to actually go by when they moved in and out too, like.
Yeah, it was like you felt like you were transported into outer space, like in the fucking Star Wars, man. It was the best.
So, here's where the controversy might start. Honestly, I wouldn't even disagree with this. Although a handful of winners have claimed the golden ticket for best food, Knoebel's Resort has had its oven and its mints on the prize for many years, earning the award again in 2024. Yeah, their food, bro, it's good as fuck. And what makes it better is you're actually incentivized to try it because it's actually normally priced. I can go there. I mean, I literally spent $11 on like a lunch, side, and like a dessert. Like I got myself a big ass cone at the end of it all, and $11. $11 will get you maybe like it won't even get you Ritas, bro. Like. Like it'll be half of a pizza slice at a Six Flags park.
Yeah, Six Flags is criminal for their food.
And because like I still think I feel lucky I have King's Dominion in that aspect because it's expensive, but there's a lot of places you can get actual food that doesn't make you feel like shit, which a lot of parks don't have. A lot of parks do not have. They don't have options for that. Lighter options. Great
Adventure.
Yeah, I mean it's Six Flags Park, so hopefully that stuff changes. Even if it goes down to like getting chains. If you get chains that are down to do that, and they like, because I know they get the Pandas and they get the Chick-fil-A's, right? But if they were to get like something like what is it called, a Honey Grow or something, Honey Grew, or even like more vegan, like you get a vegan food truck or some shit, like that'd be badass.
That's what I think. I think Six Flags or Cedar Point has like cool and some of the better options in their chain, but they absolutely lack vegan stuff, comparatively speaking. So that always sucks. But I'm also one to have like stay for a couple of days and be able to leave parks and like go explore into the town, which is fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people miss that aspect of the park tripping. For me, like. Obviously, the main thing I'm going for is the coasters, but I love seeing a place that I've never been to before, even the city.
Yeah. I like history, so.
Oh, so Dollywood takes best guest experience, So, my issue with this is maybe they gets more votes for it, but I hear Silver Dollar City is basically better in that aspect than Dollywood. So, I don't know. I love Dollywood's guest experience whenever I'm there. I feel like I'm being treated like royalty, and I don't even need to be. They deserve it. Adventure Park near me. The best breakout.
What's Adventure Park?
So it's like a family entertainment center. It has like 4 coasters there. It's basically like a Fun Spot like a Fun Spot kind of park, but they're definitely more family entertainment.
Worth going if I was to do a visit.
That's worth to hit really quick for sure. But it's kind of out of the way unless you are south and you're going up towards Hershey, then you might be able to snag it. Or if you're in the Six Flags America area. But if you're already past it, I wouldn't make your way past.
No, honestly, I'm not driving past you, dude. The furthest I'm driving is Richmond.
Let's go. I mean, yeah, and you gotta see Tyler, your boy Tyler too, or you,
Yeah,
Tyler.
well, that's realistically the reason I would drive up there for those parks in your park down. That's the furthest I'm willing to drive. Maybe Dollywood.
Oof, that's a trek, but worth
Yeah.
at the same time.
I grew up going to Tennessee though a lot. I have
okay.
family there.
Extra, yeah. That's crazy though. That Adventure Park apparently is the best breakout family center. Like over like Fun Spot Atlanta or something. Like,
Yeah, that doesn't seem.
interesting. But returning the best water ride, the Chiapas. I hear this ride is really good. Voltron at Europa Park wins the best new roller coaster for 2024. So did they clean up the all the redundant kind of arbitrary ones? Like, because last year it was like Wildcats Revenge wins best new roller coaster 2023, and then Air Force One wins best new attraction 2023, and it's like they're both whatever, you know. I'm just like, they're both amazing. I don't really care at the end of the day. Just like, just make it make logically sense. All right, like, just giving out awards to give out awards. We want these to matter still. Like, you don't want participation awards now. But yeah, for the second year, honoring the best family coaster. Okay, so Big Bear Mountain takes it over apparently.
Oof, hell yeah.
What were you trying to say earlier? The other
No, Big Bear Mountain. Big Bear Mountain sounds pretty good. Like,
I love Big Bear Mountain.
that seems fair. Yeah. It wasn't open when I had my visit, but it looks kick ass. So.
It's long, great little pops, fair time, positives. Like, it's a great coaster to get family, like kids, like familiar with like what a coaster can do in a modern age. I think it's a great time.
Yeah, and I loved Dragon, whatever.
Dragonflyer.
Yep.
Yeah,
I thought that
Dragonflyer
ride
is
slapped.
okay. It's definitely better than Freedom Flyer. I'll say that much, but
Well, think about it like if Big Bear Mountain didn't exist. It was great.
right. And then that's the thing. I went to the park after all that, so I and I think I did that last too. I was like, all right, like guys, we were all doing drag because it always has a line because it's one train ops, and Dollywood can definitely get lines. So we finally found a time to go ahead and do it, and after doing their whole roster and going to Dragonfire last, yeah, I mean, it will feel a bit flat, but it fits perfectly in Wildwood Grove. I love how it looks. I love the pictures I get of it. Yeah, I mean, it does its job. It does its purpose. It's not meant for me. I'm not the demographic, and that's fine.
Yep.
I'm literally willingly walking around a fucking family area. I'm not expecting there to be a thrilling ride for me, or that ride to really try to rip my face off. But
it's still fun as shit. It pulls, it has forces.
I think I need to ride it in
great.
the back, because I've only rode it in the front for some reason. Rode it twice.
Oh, I did Backrow.
For 30 years, though,
Backrow.
Nemesis has sustained its popularity. With the Transformation, Amusement Today awards Alden Towers and Nemesis Reborn with the publisher's picks Renaissance Award, and that's deserved. It's just like when they gave it to like Kennywood for Kangaroo and all that stuff, like basically bringing back a blast from the past. And Nemesis, even though many people haven't rode it, many people have. It's a cult classic of the community. You know what I'm saying? It's Nemesis now. Nemesis Reborn is it's a bucket list ride in a lot of enthusiasts' eyes. So
Which one is this?
The Renaissance Award. So basically, yeah, I agree with that. To be able to bring Nemesis to a newer generation, I mean generations to come, for what it stands, yeah, I agree with that. Bring that Renaissance Award to Alden Towers, they deserve it. But the Turnstile Award, what does this mean? For returning rides from the past and making them better than ever. Wait. Isn't this not the same thing as the Renaissance Award? Oh, I think they mean if a ride has not been taken down and changed. This is just for returning rides, like this ride came back and from the past and making them better. Europa Park with Austrian Mountains. I'm not sure what that ride is, but I'm glad they did that. Apparently, the person of the year is Beth Root for the world's largest swimming lesson. In 2010, it is a tremendous honor for Amusement Today to recognize Beth Root as an Amusement Today's Person of the Year. So she got given this award 24 years later, or 14 years later, sorry, for doing the world's largest swimming lesson. That one's a little weird, I'm not gonna lie, but
I remember that.
yeah, I feel like I remember that too.
That was a big thing.
That was like, I forgot where it was held. It wasn't even outside, actually.
No, it was held like everywhere. The whole point of it was like they would like it was at like every YMCA and every park, like governments and local leaders would put on like this free swim class, so like everyone in any neighborhood could come for their kid to learn how to swim.
That's pretty important.
And she like put it all on. Like it was pretty cool, if memory serves correct.
It's taking the golden ticket for best.
But yeah, I don't know what that has to do with roller coasters or anything. But...
yeah, I was like, that was, and it's 14 years ago. Like, it was weird.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm just gonna stick to the awards here. So Dollywood wins again for Wildwood Grove Best Kids Area. I really can't say I can contest. Like, a lot of kids areas are they're checking off marks, but they're not trying to excel or really be the next level with that kids area. They're just trying to make sure it's like that for 5 years and they can update it again and, you know, put a new coaster there for kids and maybe get rid of the other one. Like, it feels like they're just going run of the mill, a lot of these areas. Or Wildwood Grove truly feels like there is a lot to do for kids in the area. Like, generally, like, there's like drums and like musical instruments for them to play. There's like a small little playground area. There's a lot of rides for them to go see. There's outdoor live entertainment. There's food. There's 2 roller coasters. Like, Thunderhead makes you think like it's there, but it's really not a part of it. But yeah, like, there's a pretty fully fleshed out kids area. Like, and it's modern and kept up to date. So I can't say there's any issue with that, to be honest. Of the numerous, so what is this for? Audience participation drone show. The best innovation goes to Holiday World. Of numerous nominations, Holiday World was selected to receive Golden Ticket for Best Innovation of 2024. In recognition of its audience participation in creating a segment in the park's nighttime show, Holidays in the Sky. So that's kind of cool that the audience could have been a part of that. I forgot that was a thing. Best new water park ride is the Rise of Icarus at Mount Olympus. Wow. Now that is a really big like tube shoot. I think it's one of the biggest in the world actually. But yeah, I'm just not gonna say. I guess congratulations Mount Olympus, but do better with your safety, please. Just do better. Like, best new attraction installation. It's a category that emphasizes the impact of a ride that can move on the park. Silver Dollar City. Wait. Best new attraction. So they got it for best new attraction and best new family attraction. Come on, bro. Wait. Best new family attraction and best new attraction installation. See, this is what I'm talking about. Golden Ticket Awards. This is why.
Yeah, that's why you see so many like 14-time.
Yeah.
Golden Ticket. It's silly.
It's like you're just adding on the same thing. Like, I guess the family installation. Like, come on. Like, this was the best thing to be added in 2024. This was the best thing. Like, you truly think that was the I mean, I guess. I mean, shit, you could say Iron Menace was better. But at least that was open. You know, like, but I get what they're saying, possibly. Like, shit, best new attraction installation, Voltron is new.
Yeah.
What Hyperia is new.
Yep.
What,
Iron Menace is new.
Yeah, just burn this golden ticket, the best new attraction, burn it. For continued excellence and leadership, it's displayed in making amusement accessible to all. Yeah, just burn it. I don't want to see that ticket. Morgan's Wonderland received the 2024 Golden Ticket Award for leadership. So where is Morgan's Wonderland? I actually don't know if I've heard of this park. But congratulations to Morgan's Wonderland for excelling in leadership, because we need to see more of that. We need to see parks stand up and truly feel like we got a hold of this stuff. We got this theme park in San Antonio. The fuck? What you guys got here? What you guys got here? I'm pretty sure nothing, obviously, that's get enthusiasts excited, but this still looks like a cute little place for families. Like, rides and attractions. Rocket Skyflight, 40. Oh, they added literally 3 things this year. That's good. 4 things: private cruise, taking flight, butterfly carousel, pirate island, playground near the wharf, sensory village, the wharf. This is a cute little place for families. That's so. What award did they get? The fuck.
Nobody knows.
Fuck. I think I closed out the tab that I
Can't keep up with it.
fuck. Yeah. I'm okay. I'm back. Kind of. Alright, so Morgan's Wonderland won the Leadership Award. Presented to Gordon Hartman and Richard Pretlow. Congratulations to you two for running a good ship, it seems like. Yeah, because, like, I feel like they could have easily given that to any bigger park or resort. That's why I'm like, the fact that they're giving this to a smaller kind of upcoming park in San Antonio for these people, you know, doing what they're doing, I kind of respect that. So, but to celebrate creative thinking for new theming ideas, Amusement Today has created an original category for the best new theme concept. Alright, that's the new theme category, at least they're saying it. Taking the very first golden ticket in this category is Holiday World and Good Great. Best new theme? I guess there hasn't been like a grandma house themed ride before, where you're going through Canberry sauce cans and big wooden spoons and spools. Yeah, I'll take that concept. Dutch Wonderland, what are they winning? Best family park? Okay. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Who was that?
Let me finish this root beer real quick. You're telling me Dollywood exists and you're giving the best family park to Dutch Wonderland? Now, let me look and see if this is the Dutch Wonderland I'm thinking of. Is this the Pennsylvania Dutch Wonderland? There's only one Dutch Wonderland, correct? Dutch Wonderland. Oh, jeez. Okay, so...
Oh, jeez.
Cartoon Network Hotel. Okay, that sounds kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. But let's see here. What are your rides? Park policies. Discover the park. Attractions. So, family parks, so don't expect much. Kingdom Coaster. Let's go with Intense, I guess. Why did they even have it in Intense option? Kingdom Coaster and Merlin's Mayhem, which I think is a Vekoma, like inverted coaster. It's the best new. Like, they really won. Hold up. Let me see some reviews here.
Your disbelief, I love it.
Yeah, I'm just like, I feel like I just haven't heard anything. Like, people normally talk about parks, even though they aren't like the best in terms of for enthusiasts. But I don't know. The more I'm seeing it, those are kind of cute. Maybe I'm thinking like Wild Waves or some shit. I don't fucking know. Yeah, like the entrance honestly looks kind of cool. Like you're going through you're literally going through like a castle. It's like it's definitely Disney at home when you're telling your kid when you're walking through, but we have Disney at home here, but it's still cool. I'll,
Yeah.
no. Let me look at stay 2 nights and get a experience themed rooms. That's kind of cool. Yeah, they're all related. Yeah, so Dutch. Yeah, this
Have
is.
you been to any Legolands?
I haven't been in years, but I would love to go back. But damn, their prices are expensive.
Yeah,
I'm like, holy shit. Yeah, I'm just trying to go to Peppa Pig Land to ride Daddy's Pig Coaster, and I gotta pay
dude,
an arm.
Rorosaurus goes pretty hard.
I've heard, man. I've heard that ride's not bad. What is here? Most beautiful park? Oh!
Dollywood.
Isn't that funny, though? Where's Busch Gardens, Williamsburg? Did they finally lose it? Who won last year?
Dollywood.
For most beautiful park?
Yeah.
If that's true, then, like, why the hell... I honestly don't think they still have that in their marketing anymore. I know they used to. Like, everywhere. You'd be like, the world's most beautiful park. And I'm like, how is this more beautiful? How is fake Europe more beautiful than real Europe? Like, I just find that cap in, like, the most, like, respectful way possible. But, I'll accept it, you know? Like, they keep the park clean, whatever. You know, I was, like, only at 20 credits at this time. Now, the more I hear that, I'm just like, I can't believe they got it for so many years. Like, it was, like, 20 plus years, 30 plus years of that park being the most beautiful park. And after just having the knowledge I have now, I'm just like, that is so kept. They had to have like a contract or some shit. Like, there's no fucking way. Because they had a B&M contract with King's Dominion. Or Bush had a B&M contract with like in the Virginia area that basically said they can't have a B&M added within like 100 miles or some shit from like Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. So it just screwed King's Dominion from ever trying to get a B&M for like 10, 15 years or some shit. I was like, what the hell? That's such a weird like thing. I don't know. Yeah, anyways, congratulations, Dollywood. That's... I actually don't even know if that's deserved, to be honest. Like I said, I feel like some European parks are just so gorgeous. And we never see them in this category, like...
Yeah, Fantasyland comes to mind.
Do they mean, when they say beautiful, do they mean, like, nature specific? Do they mean... Or can it be, like, literally artistically beautiful? Because, yes, Fantasyland has not a lot of nature, it's a lot of theming, but that, to me, is what makes it beautiful. It's like they've truly had people and artists and all these people come together to make these worlds that are original worlds. They're not based off of anything. It's based off of people's headcanon, just out of their headspace. And that, to me, is what amazes me about Fantasyland. And I cannot wait to go.
When's that on the agenda?
Hopefully 2026. I'm just trying to go straight into Germany. Hopefully get everything there.
I want to go to Poland.
Yeah, I heard you can put those two together pretty easily. Don't quote me, but like, I need to do my research again.
It looks like it's pretty easy, if I'm being honest.
So here's where the hotness comes in, I guess. So here's where some of the hotness I got, and even then I didn't see much. But when Fury 325 opened in 2015 at Carowinds, it debuted on the Steel Coaster charts at number 4. Since then, it has 8 consecutive wins for the best steel coaster, continuing its victory in 2024. So before y'all know me and like about this, be like, oh, you already know I prefer 305. Yes, that doesn't matter, right? To me, I'm looking at it logically. Logically, the reason why this coaster wins every year is because, no, it is not my favorite. Does it slap? 120%. Are you gonna, do you know anyone that's gonna deny a ride on fucking Fury 325? No. Because it's fucking Fury 325. That coaster is amazing, and I get why people have it as a number 1. It's one of the few coasters in the community that I can safely say is not really a polarizing coaster to like. Everyone kind of just likes Fury. You know what I'm saying? Like, That's the one of the few
Yeah, dude,
rides.
it's a pretty damn near perfect coaster.
Yeah, like I see why it wins. Like everyone there's, and if you're put in that aspect, yeah, because there was one roller coaster engineer that said it, and I loved when he said this. I really wish I remember the quote exactly and who it was, but he said, if you try to make the perfect coaster, you can't because no one's gonna ever agree that it's a perfect coaster. He's like, you can make it perfect, you can make the forces exactly what blah blah, but no one is ever going to agree that it is their number one or that's their favorite. I'm like, yeah, we're human, obviously, but that was the point he was making. Was like, you can't make a perfect roller coaster. But I still think Fury, even though it's not my favorite, is the closest thing to it. Like,
Guardians is and Velocicoaster is pretty damn near
okay,
perfect.
Velocicoaster for me, it's not my number one, but that is the perfect coaster in my eyes. It has theming, it has a great queue, it has it has a fun story. The ride slaps all the way through. Great ops. It has
dude, the story's so fun.
Like, oh, and it just progressively gets better. Like I adore that coaster to my inner being. Like I genuinely adore Velocity.
It's a perfect machine.
It's a perfect machine, for real. Like, and now we got the wooden coaster category. This is where I saw the photos ruffled. And hear me out. So, no wooden coaster has held the golden ticket title more than 5 times until now. Phoenix at Knoebels has made its 6th consecutive win for best wooden coaster. And I'm gonna put it out there, Phoenix is not even in my top 5 for wooden coasters. But out of the coasters I have in front of it, wooden coaster wise, I need a fact check real quick. Yeah, all of them want to kick my ass or break my hip. I have Old Toro in front of it, Misted Timbers, Legend, Voyage, and Thunder. Like obviously out of order, but all those rides try to kick your ass. They're trying to jump you in an alley. Like, there are violent machines. And I love that, obviously. That's why they're in my top 10. But Phoenix doesn't necessarily do that. Now, it will give you better airtime than all of those in general, though. You have to ride in the front, though. And that is one thing I feel people were like... You were there riding the back, and then when I rode in the back, I was, like, kind of flat on the ride. I was like, this is a flat soda, bro. I'm like, where's the carbonation? Then the first 3 cars we rode it, oh yeah, that was what I was missing. Like, every hill, my ass was probably 2 feet away from the seat. But it's not rough, and it doesn't try to throw you around with laterals and destroy you. Like, you're literally not having to get an ab workout in the middle of a roller coaster to keep your body up. It's just re-rideable fun. So I guess in that aspect, I can see it. Maybe there should be others up there. Shit, I could see
Thunderhead.
Nah, I could see Thunderhead above it. I could see Mystic above it, to be honest. I mean, I have them above it, but
Mystic is a perfect machine.
I still think Mystic is like, that one doesn't even beat you up like that bad. Like, I came off, like, but it's still relentless. So, like, I would probably, I mean, that's why I have it, but I would put Mystic over Phoenix. But I mean, for everyone, I guess Phoenix works, but I don't know if I agree still. I'm kind of confused who's voting for this now. I mean, it has to be, no offense, the boomer enthusiasts now, right? Like, just constantly putting in. Maybe the millennials and the Gen Zers need to actually get into. It needs to be actually thrown around, because where can you vote for this? I never see where to vote for this. I think it's like
kind of like a weird popularity contest that is always very polarizing.
Yeah, you have to have like a certain like number of followers or like be a part of a club, I think, actually, and then have a certain count. I don't remember. I looked into the application process last year, and I basically said it was bullshit. So, we called it the Fuck It Awards. Actually, that's what the name of that episode is. But
you looked up the requirements. That's sick.
Yeah. I could look it up now, but I don't even remember how to get to that page. Fucking, let's see. Amusement Today Golden Ticket. I want to know how to vote. How do I become a voter? Amusement Today is looking for enthusiastic park fans who visit several parks a year and have had several years of experience. We are always seeking new candidates for our panel. If you feel your experience is high and are actively visiting numerous parks and attractions each year, contact Tim Baldwin at Amusement Today to inquire if you're a good fit. Yeah, so that's basically that's on their FAQ. The best water park goes to Futterbond. There's like 10 of these, so I honestly don't know which one they're talking about. I'm just guessing they're giving it to the chain. So the best park in the world goes to Europa Park, though. Congratulations, Europa Park. It sounds like, from what I've been hearing, from especially from European enthusiasts, they're running on they're running on all cylinders this year. So yeah, it's good to see they're getting their chips awarded for it, especially with how well Voltron's been going. How the hell does Voltron run reliably with all the moving parts on it, man?
Dude, right? That machine looks crazy.
Oh gosh. Founder of Amusement Today, Gary Slade. Yes. So what here? Amusement Today acknowledges Universal Studios as the king of terror. Recognizing Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights as a golden ticket legend. Presented 15 times in 2006-2023. I've always said that's a lost thing. Like, I don't know why not another park or even just like someone else would just put a huge budget into like a horror theme or spooky themed, like, all year round too. It wouldn't even just be for like fall.
Universal's been doing it for so long.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to just try to even get on top of that. But Dollywood's back in here for best Christmas event. 15 times for them.
Ooh.
Whoa. Yeah, that's a lot. And I think that's it. Yeah, that was everything. That was everything. So Dollywood on there a lot this year, but they're a fucking amazing park. So like, I kind of get it.
Dude, I want to do the Christmas event. That sounds cool.
Oh, my friend went there last year and adored it. I think I would like it too. Like, I wouldn't even care for the rides, just vibing, getting some hot chocolate, seeing the lights, seeing some shows, listening to music.
Yeah, the lights. Yeah, walking around in wintertime with the lights. Hell yeah, Pantheon.
Oh, Pantheon, dude. Now I'm thinking, yeah, the Busch Gardens hot chocolate, they put cracker in it or some shit. That shit is amazing. Oh my god. Oh, I actually might need to go for that. Alright. Well, no, we are... Brother. I can't believe it, but we were pushing 3 hours.
Alright. Cheat.
Man, first off, I would like to thank you for even coming on and showing for that long. But also, I'm gonna try to have the other half of the Brothers of the Backrow on here, so definitely stay tuned. But regardless, where can they follow you, Tyler? Where can they find?
Fuck, what is my? I've got a Twitter and a Instagram.
Oh, so let's go with the
Brothers.
Instagram. So, well, let's see. Let's see here.
I don't know right now, but
I actually don't remember it on the side of it. But Brothers of the Backrow on Instagram. That's easier to look up. But on Twitter, let me try to do this for you.
yeah, let me. Sorry, my phone. I'm on my headphones, so my phone's in the.
No, you're good. Brother, fuck.
There's two of them.
Yeah, I see Bros. So you can follow Jordan at Bros of the B-Row.
And I'm Brothers Backrow.
So I'm like, why can't I find Brothers Backrow? So...
I found because, dude, we both get like shadow banned all the time. I couldn't tag you for shit.
All right. Yes, follow at Brothers Backrow, please, y'all. Go ahead and do that. I'm probably gonna be on here a bit more because the homies and the vibes. Oh, but man. Holy shit, I gotta do hours. I guess you can follow us too. I mean, at the
Oh,
High
yeah.
Rollers DMV and Instagram and on Twitter. At the High Rollers C. You can follow me if you want at West Tower Coasters on Instagram. And then on Twitter, you can follow me at West Tower C. But otherwise, you got anything else here, Tyler, you want to talk about, you want to say? Shout out. Oh, yeah, you're going to be in Pennsylvania.
Shout out Dorney Park.
Yeah, shout out Dorney Park and Hershey. Sweetest place on earth.
Hell yeah.
If
Alright.
anything, get some. If it is somewhat dead for some reason, just horror Wildcats for me. That's all I would like. Appreciate it.
I'll do my best.
But no, thank you for coming on. Always a pleasure. And y'all, stay homey out there. You never know who you meet in this silly little hobby. Peace out and take care.
See ya.